My name is Anthony or Codeworm. I'm here with Adrian or Frack. What's up,
Yes,
my
sir.
man? What's up?
Hello.
So we're kind of a little late here because we're bad, but we're about to start. Well, we already have started the pro draft against what's their team? I can't even read it.
Loyola Ramblers.
There you go. So this is actually our higher division team, from what I've been told, and I'm really
Mhm.
excited. It's been a while since we've been able to cast together, and I'm very happy that we get to do it again. So you want to talk about these bands for a little bit?
All right, yeah, sure. So we got a couple bands on the table already. We have Malzahar, Brand, Zaya on Bradley's side, and we have Caitlyn, Shen, and they're about to do their third band, and it is Maokai. That's probably a Maokai support band because I know Drigov really likes to play Maokai support. Of course, they can flex it top to ASingleEgirl as well. But Bradley gonna go ahead and be first pick. I'm not sure what they're gonna blind pick. If anything, I imagine they might blind pick the top here, and they blind pick the AD, which is gonna be Ash, which is actually a completely fine blind pick because Ash is just a really like good solid champion, good comp to build around her, or with her rather. Let's see what Loyola ends up responding with. They might respond with 80 carry counter of their own.
There's the Kaisa.
Okay, we got Kaisa. Okay, Kaisa late game scaling champion. Um, Definitely going to be better than Ash in the late game. When it comes to mid, admittedly, I'm not sure who ends up winning that. I think Kaisa ends up still doing more damage than Ash in the mid game, but it's still pretty close. So Loyola are already kind of looking like they want to do a late game composition.
Yeah, especially with
And then
Oh,
yeah, and
sorry.
then they go for Bard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I was just gonna
So
say was getting that Caitlyn ban out of the way, getting that lane bully gone. Really helps with the late game,
well, yeah,
or at least to scale
for
the
sure.
late.
Yeah, that is correct. I just noticed Loyola banned Caitlyn. So,
Mm-hmm.
but in terms of lane, I think they're gonna counter pick the Bard here or go for a blind pick. I don't know to which lane. They're taking their time here. They go with Thresh. Okay. It's an interesting pick. Looks like they want to be able to trade early. Um, Ash is more, she's a little more comfortable with just farming out the early game and poking and getting a lead that way. So the Thresh is a bit interesting. I think they might be going for more of a initiation comp with maybe Thresh Hook or Ash. Let's see what they blind pick here. Oh, never. Why do I keep saying blind pick? What am I saying? Well, it is a blind pick actually.
Yeah,
Um, they go ahead and blind the Nidalee. Nidalee, fantastic carry champion. Um,
yeah, really good early
Definitely
too.
good. Yeah, definitely good setup with the Thresh and Ash. Gonna be some really interesting gank spot. Um, Gonna be a little bit hard to gank bot though with the Bard, and they go ahead and they blind pick the mid laner Veigar.
Vagar,
Interesting.
yeah, he's a pretty safe pick. I've come to notice, um,
I
over my
Yeah.
times of
Go ahead.
playing.
Sorry.
So maybe they're just playing. I mean, especially with the Kaisa, like you were saying, they might just be playing to scale for late. Especially with that Vagar.
For sure, yeah. When you have Kaisa, Bard, Veigar, you're for sure trying to scale for later here a little bit. I don't think Veigar is a very good blind pick, but I think it's a good setup for what the composition they're trying to go for. Immediately, you also see the Yone being banned. Veigar is kind of effective against certain assassins, not Yone, because Yone has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He can, immediately go back to his clone. I actually don't know if he gets stopped by the cage if
He
he
does
tries going back to
he
his
does
clone.
not because he's
He does not.
unstoppable. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like automatically like a hard counter to Veigar. They take that off the table. They're gonna go ahead and ban Hecarim, and they ban Talia. Okay, I know the reason they banned Talia here is because Karasi is very comfortable on Talia, so they want to get that off the table immediately. Um, Fifth ban here is either gonna be a top laner or a jungler for Bradley here. They already got rid of the Hecarim because Hecarim is really good at early ganking. They get rid of Poppy here. Um, Poppy can either be played top or jungle, but I think it's top, so they might be going for a composition. Um, not a composition. They might want to pick a top laner that's like maybe like Fiora or like something like with a dash, something like that. That's why they probably got rid of the Poppy. You see that Loyola has Sejuani here, so there's some great setup now. They have a they now have a front line with Sejuani, this big beefy front line for the Kai'Sa and Veigar for
Mhm.
the late game, so that sets them up pretty well. Let's see what Bradley responds with.
Yeah, again, that Sejuani is just another just great scaler. I've
Hmm.
from games with Team Shield, I have
Hmm.
seen so many horror games of just this Sejuani coming in, taking so much damage, backing off for like 10 seconds, and getting that Warmong's proc, and just comes back in. And we
Hmm.
actually see the Ornn, which kind of does the same job as Sejuani, a good engage tank with a lot of resistances.
Yeah, that's why they wanted to get rid of the Poppy, so Ornn can have better escape or better initiation when he tries to go for trades. So that's a pretty good ban on Bradley's side. They also pick Cassiopeia, which is a pretty good late game assurance type of champion, along with the Ornn. So they kind of have their, I want to say, bases all set. Does that even make sense? I don't know. I think you know what I mean, though.
A
They have the
well-rounded
Ash.
team.
Yeah, oh, thank you. A well-rounded team. They have Ornn and Thresh for the setup, as well as the Ash arrow. Before I go on to that, they just picked Kled, so this is the ultimate late game scaling composition that Loyola has here. It's going to be very interesting how they decide to play out the early game. My guess is they're going to have to kind of concede the early game because their champions aren't that well set for the early game compared to Bradley's. It'll be very interesting to see how Loyola plays this out. But yeah, the Cassiopeia pick is definitely interesting, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Again, especially against the Veigar. Um, I'm gonna admit I don't know how that goes. I don't know if you know.
Veigar into Cass.
Yeah.
I've played it a little bit. I don't really know if it's one-sided more than the other. Mostly just because it's two control mages against each other. I feel like Cassio has a little bit more of an outplay potential. But Veigar definitely has an easier time scaling, just because if he does get ganked, his E can just say no, I don't feel like it today. Um,
Yeah.
at least for the most part. Obviously, there's a little bit of outplay that can come around that, but for the most part, Veigar can kind of say, "Nah, I don't feel like getting ganked," and I feel like that's kind of a big part
Yeah.
of their game plan is just to get that Veigar just to late. Same with Kai'Sa.
Hmm. And definitely the Veigar plus Sejuani is very, very dangerous at level 3. So the cast needs to make sure that she isn't pushed up too far at level 3. Yeah, honestly, Loyola has pretty good setups for ganks in each of their lanes. They have the Bard stun is a little inconsistent, so it might be a little bit harder to gank the bot lane pre 6, but post 6, Bard has the ult, of course, so it's much easier to gank afterwards. So Bradley has to watch out for that. And then, of course, Kled, Kled's a psychopath, right? He just
Klutz
goes in.
Kled. Yeah.
Yeah, Kled's Kled. So, uh, honestly, really well-rounded team comp from Loyola. It's really nice. Um, I like Bradley's as well, but again, I don't see Bradley actually winning unless they are able to take over the early game. Mid game, I even feel like Loyola kind of has it,
They can.
depending on how. Yeah, it's kind of a toss up mid game, but I think the champions on Loyola's side are actually better mid game than they are on Bradley's side. And then of course late game, Loyola has it, so it's going to be quite hard for Bradley to win this. They're going to have to take initiative of the game earlier on.
Yeah. I feel like how do you say their team again? Name again? I don't want to screw it up.
The Loyola
The
Ramblers.
Loyola. Also, I gotta change the stream title. I just forgot about that. Whoops. But I think I can. Is there a mod in chat that can do that? I think we have mods in
Scuffed
chat that can do
production.
that. Scuffed. Scuffed
Production.
gaming, by the
Yeah.
way. I think we have a mod in chat that can do that. I want to keep my fingers crossed and hope that we do. But I feel like Bradley definitely got a little bit outdrafted this game. Just
I
because.
wouldn't say it's an outdraft per se. I would say that like we haven't seen these teams play too much, so for all we know, they got all their comfort picks right now, and they were just about to steamroll. I think both compositions are fine on their own. I just think that the Ramblers will be able to pick up the win here, in my personal prediction,
Gotcha.
just based off of the you know how these champions play throughout the game.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think you are right when it comes to that locking down the kind of objective game and winning lanes and all that. I think if Bradley does that, they can kind of snowball that to victory and kind of win there. Um, but they have um, the other team kind of just has a set in game plan, which is get to late. So I feel like that's a little bit easier to kind of crack down and get to doing instead of having to play around objectives and kind of rely on raw mechanics to outplay, if that makes sense.
Just to mention something, at post 6, um, they're pretty much for Bradley. Sorry, post 6 for Bradley is going to be pretty interesting because we're going to see if Thresh is able to perform. Thresh needs to land hooks in order for the kills to be set up bot lane for the Ashe earlier on. Now there is a concern with the bar just being able to negate like any of that happening because of his ultimate. So I think the bard pick is actually quite good there, but it's also very skill reliant. So we're gonna see these supports pretty much how do you call it, um not predict, but I can't speak words. It's gonna dictate how the lane's gonna go. There you go. So the
Yeah.
supports I feel like post 6 are gonna dictate how the lanes go, and we'll see who comes out the victor there. I know Truck Chan. That's a fantastic name, by the way. Truck Chan is a pretty good AD. I'm obviously biased, by the way. He's one of my favorites.
Wow. Are you saying we're a biased Bradley stream? Is that what I'm hearing? Because I can't believe
Slightly,
that.
it's not like I've never played with any of these guys before.
Never. Not at all. Not at all.
Not a single time.
I don't
But
even
yeah,
know these people. Never seen them.
uh, let's go through each of the matchups here early in the
Okay.
yeah. So let's just start from top to bottom. We have the top lane here first, which is Ornn versus Kled. Obviously, Kled's gonna win that early, but later on, Ornn actually just stomps it once he starts getting his like. Obviously, he's gonna build like Tab Eyes or Thorn Mail or any armor item. To be honest, it doesn't even need to be Thorn Mail. There's no real healing on the side of Ramblers, the Ramblers.
Hmm.
So I don't know if Bramble will be a good item, but any type of armor item you can start building in lane, and all of a sudden Kled's damage just starts to get negated.
Hmm.
When we head to the jungle, um,
I,
Nidalee versus Sejuani is pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure Nidalee should win that early, no matter what. It's more of a concern of when it hits mid to late and how well set up the Nidalee is from there. Nidalee is one of those very feast or famine type of champions where if she doesn't start kind of getting her farm and kills early on in the game, it's going to be hard for her to actually transition properly into the late game. Not unless this is like a type of support Nidalee like we've seen in the past who builds like Athene's Holy Grail and just ends up like, being more of a supportive type of jungler using her heal on cold when it's off cooldown
hmm.
for like the Ashe or Cass. But yeah, it should be pretty interesting in the early game. I'm gonna predict there's gonna be a lot of early ganks um, for all of these lanes in the early game because each of these champions have pretty good setup for ganks. Cass, Ornn, Thresh,
Hmm.
pretty easy games earlier on. And then we have Cass versus Veigar. I think we talked about it a little bit before. I feel like this is pretty even. Like this lane can go honestly
Yeah.
either way.
It's what the
Yeah.
pros call a skill matchup. I think where you
Skill
don't really know.
matchup with Veigar, I don't know about that, but
Oh
I get what
wow.
you're saying.
Okay. Okay.
It's not an insult. Obviously, we know that Veigar doesn't require that much skill. He does require skill when like in terms of like landing W's and skill shots and stuff
Hmm.
like that. But in terms of like laning phase, pretty simple laning phase.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
You get to take a drink there. Okay.
my scuffed gaming is that gonna work? Hello, client. Black
It's
screen.
black for me too. Yeah,
League of
it's
Legends,
well
the video game, right? The indie company.
give it a minute.
Oh
Give it a
goodness,
minute.
I got okay. We're good. We're good. We're
We're
good.
good.
We're good. Look at that. A plus production
What do you
value.
freak? Oh, and now we get to see the runes. Even more to talk about.
Oh yeah, runes
First,
are a thing. Different colors and things and stuff. Glacial. Hey, I will say this. I'm gonna add. I do know things about the mid lane. I'll add to it. Veigar going Glacial. I think that just proves even more that this team is playing for late. We kind of already knew that, but Glacial just it offers more utility in team fights than Electrocute, and I think Electrocute Veigar is kind of meant to get through laning phase. So I think this is showing that Veigar is a little bit more confident in his abilities to just sit in lane and farm.
For sure. All right, we're already in game, but I
Look at
still want
that.
to talk about that Halo Blades Kai'Sa.
Oh yeah, please do.
They are really looking for some early game aggression if they're going Halo Blades Kai'Sa. I think they're very confident with this Kai'Sa Bard bot lane. If Kai'Sa's going like Halo Blades early, like they must have done this like 1,000 times or something. So Crimsy must be very, very confident on this pick. 1 second, my Summoner's Rift is just blasting in my ears, guys. Well,
Is it?
I do love me some of the music.
Well,
I kind of need to hear what my co-casters say.
Yeah, we might actually see invade here. Something, maybe not an invade, but waiting for some cheese. Is what it looks like. We see the entire red side just kind of vibing in a bush. Off they go. They are looking for an invade here, or not. Wow. Okay, they actually spaded us really hard. I see how it is. I see. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Those Ramblers, man.
Those Ramblers.
It's Ramblers. So, yep, not much is happening this game. Pretty standard from what we've seen before. Teams just kind of, block off those areas and make sure there aren't any invades, even though the Ramblers kind of decided they want to change the formula up a little bit.
Yeah, it was kind of hard for them to even attempt one, to be honest. I don't know what they had to even start an invade. I mean, I guess Sedge Q.
Yeah.
But like that requires like commitment. You don't want to int on the first level.
We actually see a blue trinket or blue ward in the top left area of the red side. So while they were busy trying to invade or something, we actually got vision up there, which is not bad. It helps the jungler kind of realize where the other one, where Sejuani is, and can kind of play around that.
For sure.
Yep. No, we won't really be seeing much action, probably going on.
Yeah, so you see that the Kai'Sa, both of them are trying to shove the lane as quick as possible, because Kai'Sa wants to hit level 2 faster than they do. Hold on, let me pull up the CS totals. It's looking like Kai'Sa might hit level 2 earlier, so we might see. Hold on a second.
Might actually have a fight going on.
There we go. Now we're good. Bard hitting level 2 first. Now we see the level 2.
Yeah.
And now they're pushing them back. Kai'Sa's trying to get more and more of that lead.
Yeah, we actually do see some fighting going on here in the top lane. Kled is gonna get off his bear trap on a chain, but Orange just slaps him like an orange in between two hammers? I don't know. Clapped him for like 10% of his maximum health. And wait, did we hit a Nidalee did hit a spear there on that Sedge, I think.
I think I got ahead of you, by the way.
Did you? Oh.
Kled just died.
Did he? Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah, he got soloed by the Ornn.
Yeah, I'm actually witnessing that right now. It looks like Ornn is about to slap him. How did you get ahead?
I think we should just like honestly like at the beginning of every game just like fast forward first. Very good Bard stun, by the way. Just saw in Batlane.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and fast forward real quick then. Scuffed, by the way.
Very scuffed. Speaking of scuffed, we're seeing a scuffed gank in the middle lane.
Yeah, I'm kind of missing that because of Scuffed Gaming. It looks like a cage is gonna kind of deny most of it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still kind of confused how you got ahead of me. We are at 8 times. Okay, we're back. I am at 216 right now. Does that match up with you?
You mean 4?
Oh, 4. Yes, 420.
Yes.
Okay, that's... I don't know. That's really weird. Okay, well, we're back now. We be vibing. There's actually a fight going on here in the top lane. Nidalee is invading the jungle, and it looks like it might result in a kill. Flash onto her. This is what she's made for. Oh, and that's all it takes is one fadeaway auto attack, and that Sejuani falls. That is actually huge. That gives us so much gives Bradley so much top lane prio, and Sejuani having flash on is huge.
Yeah, so I just wanted to... Oh, hold on, another trade going on bot lane.
Yeah, Bard does get out. Thresh is following, and the Mad Lad maybe went a little too far, flashes out, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh, he lives. That is crazy. I did not think he was gonna live. We actually see another fight going on here in the top lane. This is the Chinese super server. Ornn is on one. He flashes out. Kled might die to minions. Oh, he walks into the bush just in time, evading those minion auto attacks. And this game is going crazy. We actually see another hook onto the Kai'Sa. It doesn't look like it's gonna go into much. Bard flashes, barely misses the Q. Sejuani's down here. It's not enough. Oh, a flash from that Thresh gets him out, and wow.
What an early game.
Yeah. Anyway,
Bradley's still coming out on top. Wait,
hang on there. It looks like Nidalee might get a frag here off of that spear. Bard falls. The roamer did get ganked, and that was all. We see another hook. It misses and hits a minion, and this might be a free dragon for Bradley, and it looks like that's exactly what it's gonna be.
So before any of that started, I was gonna say that Nidalee has some pretty interesting pathing there leading up to that Sejuani kill, and now you're seeing it just spread all throughout the map. Like I did mention earlier that Bradley is going to have to win the early game here to actually snowball their lead, and this is exactly what's happening. 1.3k lead at 6 minutes, now 1.5k. Seeing a trade here mid lane. Almost kills Veigar. Bard's still mid. Anthony, you're muted.
I'm muted, and so much has been happening. A flash out from Cassiopeia, but it looks like she might make her way out, and she does. I was taking a sip of Coke, not sponsored, by the way. And we see another fight going on the top lane, another bear trap on a rope, hitting and connecting, but it's not enough. Ornn is just clapping him with damage somehow, and that is Kled off of Scarl. Oh, this game is crazy.
Yeah. Analysis be damned. You could just cast the play-by-play for the rest of this game because there's another thing going on.
Whoa! Did you see that? That cancel? We actually see an Ornn ult coming in here. A TP, an amazing stun, making it so that Ornn cannot ult. Veigar is in here with his teleport, and it looks like that's going to be a kill onto Ornn. Maybe. There he goes. It goes to the Kled. Am I behind again?
A little bit.
Alright, because I don't know what's happening, but my game, like, froze for
Does it keep,
like
freezing a little bit?
Yeah. I might
just a spectator bug.
I'm going to screen share next game. That's
Okay.
what we'll do.
Yeah.
Scuffed Gaming,
Actually,
by the way.
just screen share it now. Just screen share it now so I know where
Alright. People watching the stream, don't look. You see nothing. You don't see my background or my Discord. You don't see anything. This is professional streaming here, boys. Stuff's going on. Yeah, I can hear stuff. Stuff's happening. My screen's black, and Cassiopeia's dead. Can you see my screen now?
I can stream. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Riot. I'm blaming Riot for that one.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
What
unlucky.
did I do to you?
So what did I miss? Just Cass just kind of ran him down?
Just Cass died, yeah. I think she
Cass
also
got ran down.
flashed there.
It looks like
Not
she
entirely sure.
may have.
Yeah.
So yeah, this game is kind of going bonkers, but it is playing to what you said that needs to happen, which is Bradley needs to get ahead in the early game and start playing for objectives, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, hold on a second. Is there something else? Yep, something else is going on.
Yep, something else is happening.
Anthony.
Kai'Sa ults in, and oh, that Thresh just gets caught out and died. He wanted that control ward so bad, but...
Yeah, so now we're seeing Ramblers respond here with kills in the early game. That's not exactly what you want to see if you're Bradley. And now they kind of close the gap here at around 400 gold, 500 gold.
Yeah, I mean, they do have a dragon to their name, and I think Rift is sort of free. Ornn is pushing. Oh, we see this Bard roaming, taking about half his health just in autos. He's going to escape out with his portal. We might actually see something here, because Nidalee... Oh, nope, she's pathing towards mid lane. So... Oh, we see an Ashe arrow! Yo, what are you doing, game? Okay. So much is happening. That is a Bard ult coming down, saving that Kai'Sa for just a little bit of time. Flash heal might just be enough to get her out. Does not look like it, even though Thresh gets the kill, and Bard also gets a kill in the Ashe. And the Nidalee is here, misses Spear, but that shouldn't matter, because Bard still dies. That Thresh Lantern hooking in that the good old Nidalee to pull her into the fight just in time. So, yeah, this is a fiesta so far.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, now that we have this short break of them not killing each other,
Except
let's
that
just
spear
take
that
a
was
look
hit.
at this. Yeah, let's just take a look at the state of the game. Um, we have Nidalee with 4 kills, which is huge. It's going to be kind of up to her to see if she can continue snowballing the game from here. We're seeing Kaisa starting to get early game kills. That's not exactly what you want to see if you're Bradley. You do not want Kaisa starting to get fed because Kaisa just becomes a monster, and she's so well set up with this team composition here. We're seeing another just trades everywhere.
Ooh. That was an ult. That was a Veigar ulti away from a dead snake. Let me tell you, that's Skarl gone. We see an engaged bot lane. Sejuani coming in, hitting that ult on Ashe, but an amazing lantern gets her out. Oh, a Kaisa ultimate comes in and finishes her off. Very close on Bradley's side. Nidalee walks down. An amazing hook hits that Sejuani. Nidalee's looking for that Q, or that spear, I don't know which ability it is, misses again, but that is alright. We're all good here. We're vibing bot lane. And Kled, once again, is losing health in the top lane. What's new? Ornn just shoving in this little Yordle, and surprisingly, just doesn't seem to be much he can do. Those are words that were just said. Lots of words.
Yes. Lots of words.
Sejuani, or not Sejuani, but Nidalee is still looking, doing some okay damage to that Bard, but I think he gets out with a pretty well-placed Q.
Nice stun by Bard.
Yes, very nice stun. So we might be seeing a dragon take here on the side of Bradley. It definitely looks like that's what they're setting up for, clearing that vision so that the Ramblers can't see what's going on.
So did we just see another fight? Okay, never mind. He missed the hook.
Kind of.
Hold on, we're gonna see a trade. No, we don't. Okay. So this Cloud Drake here is gonna be kind of nice for Bradley because of Ornn ult, Cassio ult, Ashe ult, and even Thresh ult. It's pretty nice for the side of the Ramblers as well. So I feel like this Cloud Drake it should be contested as we near the 12-minute mark here. I lost what I was trying to say. That's why I just randomly said the time there.
Yeah, I think what you were trying to say was there's a bot fight going on once again. A well-placed ult by Thresh is not going to be enough to save that Ashe, and he's going to die to Veigar. It looks like Ashe and Thresh kind of stepped up a little bit too far there. Just giving Sejuani that perfect engage over the wall, I think, is what happens as she jumped over the wall, or like a Bard portal, maybe? Either way, she was able just to get in there and just beat up Ashe, so... Now this looks a little bit interesting. We see what the soul's going to be. It's going to be Ocean. What do you think about Ocean Soul?
Ocean is going to be absolutely huge this game. I mean, Ocean is like pretty huge any game. Any team that gets it essentially wins afterwards. I feel like it's going to be even better with Bradley's composition due to the amount of not even self-healing, but the healing that they have in their composition. It's going to be really nice with Sejuani, though. Should be pretty nice with Kled as well. But Nidalee and Ornn would probably enjoy that, too. We're seeing, great ult by Cass.
Yeah, a good flash, too, getting her out of that Bard ult. That looked really, really bad on the side of Cass. But she seems to have recovered. In the top lane, we have good old... What's his name? Peg Leg Swarly?
Yes, sir.
Good old Kled. Actually playing along with Sejuani. You can see her on the map up there. Ornn actually might be in some trouble here if she decides to gank him instead of doing Krugs. I think she's just going to do Krugs, though. Kind of realizes that Ornn, good old SingleEgirl, is just this big buff. Wait, never mind. Completely ignore what I say. She's actually coming in here. He does use his E. Kled ults onto the Ornn with Sejuani engaging as well, hitting that stun. This should be a dead go. Never mind. He's just really tanky. So he walks out.
Extremely tanky. Yeah, he has, what's his, Sunfire. Kled can't kill him right now because he only has a Tiamat plus Phage, so it's just absolutely not happening. They could have maybe done it if Ornn was farther away from the turret, but he was so close to the turret that it wasn't worth investing into the kill.
This Ornn is cyberbullying Sejuani, not letting her back at all. Actually, it's not bad. While he's waiting for minions to get back into the lane, he's making sure Sejuani can't back, so it's just wasting her time. We actually see a fight going on here. An amazing stun onto that Kaisa might just be enough. A good lantern out. And it looks like even with the flash, Kaisa still dies. This might even be a kill onto the Bard. Cassio's in some trouble here. He gets hit by all of the abilities, cleanses out, and just survives that, Phenomenal Evil? Is that what it's called? I don't know
it's
what.
Primordial Blast.
That's probably. I think
It's
Phenomenal Evil
Primordial
is
Burst. I'm
Pri-
sorry,
ah.
Primordial Burst.
I think I'm thinking of his passive. Phenomenal Evil?
Probably, yeah.
I think that's passive. That was a fight that happened. You could really see, you actually can't really see the power of Bradley's team comp coming in there, where they just have the outplay potential, honestly.
You even see a pretty early Serap's Embrace on Cassiopeia, which is pretty huge for her early. She's able to get that shield and possibly stifle a lot of Veigar's damage.
Yeah, and start stacking it as well.
Yeah.
That's really big.
Even though Bradley still have the early game, the Ramblers are pretty. They're able to equalize pretty well with returning kills and being able to get the other Drakes. The only issue is that Bradley has like pretty much almost all of their lanes winning, right? Top lane, the top lane turret's gone. Mid lane, we have around, what is that, 16? I can't do math.
About 16 to 20 CS lead.
Right. It just turned into a 10-1, but
yeah.
The only lane that's kind of struggling is the Ashe and Thresh lane. This is what I kind of was. What was I saying? This is what I was kind of predicting beforehand, that this lane would be determined by the supports.
Yeah.
Drigov making quite a few mistakes with Thresh in the early game, so they can't really translate that lead, and Kai'Sa and Bard being able to take over.
Ooh, this Kai'Sa looks to be in trouble. A long-range spear absolutely obliterating that tiny Veigar. Bard is in, and Ornn is as well. This might be a good Ornn ult. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Ornn is on our team. A very good E hitting that Sejuani, knocking her up, and that Kai'Sa is just one-shot by that Ashe. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Unfortunately, she almost got out, that Nidalee did, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Another good Ornn knock-up, and it looks like this Bard should be dead. Yes, no, maybe so. Sejuani just claimed a kill. That was pretty big.
Trying to get Bard here.
Another good stun. He's gone.
Gets the stun.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Wow, so that was also a fight that just happened. What do you have to say, Mr. Never mind, there's more. He's going for it, and oh, he dies. But still, that is a kill for Ashe, which I think is really, really nice. There's still more fighting going on here. Ornn does miss the airborne, though, so I think Sejuani gets out. She does. She just dashes over the wall. Never mind, Veigar's walking down. He wants a kill. He's here. He's looking for a cage. Ornn might be in trouble. Never mind. He walks out. He's Ornn. Nidalee is here. Ashe dies the Kai'Sa. That spear missed. A nice cage going down, protecting the two carries. An ult goes on to Nidalee, and she dies. Kled is in, because I think Kled TP'd, kills Ornn, and... what happened? That's a dragon.
That's an ocean drake.
Yeah, it's an ocean drake. Yo, real talk? It's been a hot minute since we casted, right? I think. When was the last time you casted? Was it?
It's been a while.
Yo, how are we supposed to cast this game? This game's crazy. Like, actually, it's just non-stop fighting. There's Kled in the mid lane! He doesn't land a hook, so he can't really do much, and so he's just gonna walk back top. But, like, oh my goodness, this game is insane. This is a crazy game.
This is good practice, though. It's 24 kills, and it's only been like 19 minutes into the game. I think that's more than 2 kills a minute. I can't do math right now. This game is absolutely insane. Loyola getting their lead back as well with the Ocean Drake, and getting that kill onto Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's starting to kind of snowball from here. She's able to just easily like delete the Ashe if she just isolates her, which is insane.
Yeah, for sure. Both ADCs, honestly. Ashe is down a few kills here, but... Oh, we see a fight in the mid lane, actually. Bard did roam, whiffed an ult. Actually, it wasn't a whiff. It got Cassio's flash, but even still does not result in a kill. We actually saw Nidalee hovering because, of course, fight. And Thresh is here, too. It's a party, dude.
Absolute party.
I didn't know social gatherings of this size were allowed anymore, but hey, I guess they are.
You know what? They're breaking the rules for once.
They really are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So you'll notice that Bradley's still kind of slightly in the lead, and that's because they were able to get first turret gold. But you're seeing that beginning now to see that Ramblers is actually kind of in the front position to start winning this game now. Um, they have some pretty essential items. We have the Black Cleaver on Kled, Warmogs on Sedge, Glacial on Vagar, and there's another fight going on.
Yeah, we actually see an engage from Sejuani. Kaisa comes in, gets the flash out. Ashe barely misses the root. There's another fight going on in the top side of the river. Vagar makes it out just with his life, and all we're doing is trading ults and health right now. No kills actually go out. Just removing resources from the board. Ornn is ulting in. This might be huge. Has to make Kaisa flash. Thresh gets stunned. A little bit of damage goes out on him. Ashe is able to poke Vagar, but that's all it is just poke. And they make it out in time. So that's how this game is going. Not much happens there, but a lot of ults and flashes exchanged. It's actually... Oh, here we go. We actually see an ult onto Ashe. She should definitely be dead. She is flashless, and yeah, that is another kill to Kaisa. However, Bradley does trade mid lane for that, so, you know, it's something. Get a tower down.
We're seeing some pretty decent macro from Bradley, but it's not going to matter too much because I think they're going to be able to trade this bot turret for it. Before I got interrupted again, I was just saying that Ramblers have pretty much their essential items for mid-game to start team fighting, and they've been pretty much winning most of the essential. There hasn't been actually like a 5v5 fight yet. There's mainly been skirmishing, which kind of favors the Rambler side more, especially with like something like the Kled and the Kaisa, and even the Bard. But the Ramblers kind of looking like they're gonna not gonna win quite yet. That's too early to call it, but
Yeah.
they're in a good position to win right now.
Yeah, what do you think the win cons are going to be? Do you think it's going to be Soul? Do you think it's going to be side lane pushing with that Kled? Or
In
team
terms of
fighting with the
champions?
Ornn? Or yeah, what are you thinking?
In terms of champions, the win conditions are definitely Kaisa and Vagar. Kled and Sejuani are going to be pretty much to choose two champions that are going to be like gonna have to like engage and then like win them the fights. But you're gonna pretty much keep your eye on Kaisa and Vagar here as we continue. The only concern the Ramblers have right now, not the only concern, but one of the concerns the Ramblers have right now is the Ornn item upgrades, right? Once Ornn starts upgrading a bunch of the items on Bradley's side, that's when Rambler's gonna have to start kind of worry. There's gonna be like this moment in time where Bradley's gonna be able to actually like, you know, be about even in terms of damage of what they can do in team fights. And Ramblers kind of have to watch out for that and plan for that accordingly. But for right now, I think Ramblers are in a great spot right now, and they're setting up for the next dragon, as we can see. Ocean, like I said, absolutely huge with Sejuani.
Yeah,
oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, we see some poking going on here. Ornn gets stunned, but he gets out with another hook. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a big team fight around this dragon, and honestly, it really should be. Bradley needs to put on the pressure here to try and avoid that Ocean Point. Not Ocean Soul, but getting to that 3-point mark where they have 3 dragons, and they're like, okay, we have to start doing something. Because you don't want to give away an Ocean Soul.
So we see that no one's expended any major ults. They're getting an Ocean here. Okay,
Yeah.
so they just...
They had to give. Ornn might even
hold
die
on a second.
here.
Ornn might die? Oh, that's a massive ult.
He does make it out, but he does have to flash. So yeah, this kind of puts the Ramblers in a like kind of scenario where they probably should be looking for that next dragon.
And also Soul Point. Ocean Soul just pretty much wins Ramblers the game here. Bradley gonna have to try and start like doing something here. They're kind of just losing slowly at the moment. What I would try to do is I would put Ornn in the side lane since he already has TP, right? And so put Ornn in the side lane, start pressuring somewhere off the map so someone might have to try and respond to it, probably the Kled, right? And that way that gets rid of one of their initiation, right? And so it would just be up to Sejuani to actually try and land the ult, and that's the only or the Vagar Cage also, but that's more of a spacing ability than an actual engage tool. So they would have to rely on the Sejuani for engage. So what I would suggest for Bradley, tried to put the Ornn in a side lane, and when going for these team fights, he had CP there. I don't know why he was there in the first place if they weren't going to engage. It was a really weird thing. And then he had the Nidalee with 25% mana, chucking spears, and they just simply didn't do anything for that dragon. So Bradley's gonna have to be a little more proactive of what they're trying to do if they're gonna win this game, or gonna try to win this game.
Yeah, and it looks like they actually opted to put Cassio in the top lane splitting. It's things I've seen before. A lot of like kind of chonky control mages like Cassio that gets a lot of healing. They kind of have the ability to go in the solo lanes, and that looks to see what they. That's kind of what they're opted for. Actually, they've also opted to put Ornn in the bottom lane as well, going for some kind of 3-1-3 comp.
So you see, so you see here that most of Bradley's in towards Baron. This is the next major objective that they're going to try to fight for here. They're going to be centered around Baron here. Since Ornn has TP, they just put him bot. You want to put the split pusher in the farthest lane from where the action is happening, right? So, or where the main objective is. Sorry, not where the action is happening. And so Ornn's just now has gotten the first bot turret, and he's going for the second. He has yet to be what's it called? Contested yet. Cled's now just going back. He's gonna get some good damage on this turret.
Ooh, a good spear on the Veigar.
A fantastic spear.
Nice hook
Gets
too.
a hook. Another spear.
Yeah,
some great poke going on from Bradley here. Oh, an arrow.
Ooh, an engage on that arrow. Hook. This actually might be bad. Pulling Sejuani into your team isn't really what you want. Kaisa dashes in with her ultimate, getting some damage off onto the Ashe. It's not enough though. There is the Sejuani ultimate onto the Ashe. She just falls right there, along with Thresh, and this is looking a little rough. An amazing Ornn ult! Double kill! Oh, basically a triple onto that Ornn. That might even be enough to turn the fight. They still have Cassio alive, and she is shredding. She still has Flash, she still has Cleanse, so she has all the tools she needs. So much mana left. Ornn slows down that Sejuani, and she's not going to be able to contest. She has to go. That is a lot of damage out. That was a
massive ult by Karasi that completely turned the tides of the fight. He gets a 3-man stun there.
I didn't even see that.
And even Iron Solari couldn't, like, the
locket? The
locket couldn't save them there, even with the shield. They were able to turn that fight. They don't want. Oh, Sejuani's going in.
I don't think Sejuani takes this. She might. Yeah, she just gets kited for days. She does get the kill, but she might die. She's out.
She gets away.
Ornn's looking for blood though. He doesn't want to give up. He headbutts in, hits her with the Q, but Bard's here. He's got to back off. Unlucky.
That was huge from Sejuani. That stops the Baron attempt completely. That is absolutely. What's this man's name? Coco. Coco completely stops Vytautus's and company's attempt from doing Baron there, and continues to stall the game. They're going to be looking for the Ocean Soul here, which is massive. So I can't really further iterate how big that play is from Sejuani to be able to kill the Nidalee there. Oh, okay.
We actually see a lot of fighting going on here. Ults are being exchanged. That Veigar's health is ticking away. He might actually die if it wasn't for that redemption placed by the Bard. And I think that was by Bard, right? Am I going crazy? Yeah, okay.
It was the Bard, correct?
Yeah, of course.
It was Silas.
Yeah, so sorry, Silas bot, not Bard. We actually see a negation from Sejuani here.
Sorry.
Ash is in the back along with Cassio. This is not what the Ramblers want. A big stun going on to their backline, but it's just not enough. A TP in the Dragon Pit from the Ramblers, and look at that spacing. Ornn is in, clapping cheeks. And you want to know who else is in? Our Ashe. She got a kill on the Kled. Kled was just getting spaced to hell and back. He was not able to get on our carries at all. And now we're looking at the red side, and they're low. They have to give this dragon. They can't do another Sejuani play because now there's a team there. And it looks like Bradley's actually hungry for more. They might... nope, they're turning. They're turning for the dragon, which is what they should do. Just trying to space out that Sej. Come on, take the dragon, take the dragon. There they go, dragon down, so it is soul denied, which is pretty huge. That was a lot.
Yeah, so that was a huge front-to-back fight that Bradley was able to win. Mr. Pegleg was kind of tried like diving in, but there was so much CC on Bradley's side that they were just able to lock him in place and just kill him from there. At that point, it was a 4v5, and they had already expended most of their stuff. Hold on a second.
For more. Yeah. Ornn is in. Gives a great that's a pretty decent Ornn ult right there, getting rid of the two big tanks. Or not Ornn, sorry, Bard. A good hook onto the Bard. He should be dead here. There he goes. He falls. Sejuani is half health, and she's not healing. And ult goes onto her from Ashe, stunning her for a little bit. She's gone. Next target should be Kled, and he's going to fall off Scarl very soon. There it goes. So, honestly, they can't fight this. I think Bradley can go Baron here.
For sure they can, yeah. They no longer have to worry about the Sejuani 50-50-ing it. They could just straight up go Baron here and set up I would say a 4-1 tier. Maybe not a 4-1 quite yet, because Ornn doesn't have TP, but they could definitely set up a... No, they'll set up a 4-1. What am I saying? You know, Ornn's going to go into a side lane. They'll split, but you'll probably see Bradley just start pushing it down mid, trying to go for the mid inhib while Ornn is pushing in his lane. They all decide to... Well, not all of them decide to reset, but they're going to reset here pretty soon. And Bradley are now back on track to actually win this game.
Yeah, they are looking good. Honestly, if this does come down to Bradley victory this game, I think the deciding point was that last team fight where Kled got spaced, and then the fight before with that Cass ult into the Ornn double knockup, or even triple knockup, I think it was.
Yeah,
that
it was
such a big play coming out from ASingleEgirl in what Korsai? Did I say that right? Korsai? Karasi. Words are hard. English is my first language, but you wouldn't know that from talking with me. Words are hard. And I'm a caster, by the way. So, yeah, they're probably just looking to burst down mid tower here, give a little bit more space for that upcoming dragon in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So, what else do you think that Bradley should do right now to kind of push this little jumpstart that they've gotten, this little small victory?
They're doing exactly what I'm saying right now. They're sending Ornn to the top to first pressure. Bradley's now positioned correctly here. Now Ornn's going to start pushing. They're essentially waiting for Ornn to actually start pressuring the top lane, sending the wave down up there. They're actually roaming up top to see if they can get any type of picks, setting up wards here.
Ooh, that is a good hook. Ashe stun too. Bard is back. Ornn does have a good flank. Honestly, that Bard ult saving time. Here comes the Ornn ult. Hits 2. Bard has to flash and portal out, but Ornn once more. Ornn is going in, but he does not get the Bard. Looks like just some resources are split through the teams. Not much happening in that fight. Might get top tower out of it. Looks like that's going to happen. Just pretty good. A lot of these fights... Oh, sorry, you were saying?
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, a lot of these fights are really just... I don't even want to call them skirmishes, because in skirmishes you usually get kills. It's just trading resources back and forth, really.
Yeah, so Ramblers had to expend a lot there, and they just got absolutely nothing out of it, so that's just automatically good for Bradley. There was a moment where they could have actually just completely engaged there when they got the 2-man Bartle on Cass and I think Thresh as well.
Yeah.
That was actually huge. They could have just gone in there and try to get some more kills, because at that point it's a 3v5, but they seemed hesitant for some reason. They couldn't just pull the trigger, so they ended up expending a bunch of resources for no reason, and now Bradley is starting to take a bunch of objectives with this Baron.
Yeah, that top tower was pretty nice, and they'll probably be looking for this Ocean Drake next. Honestly, I think their 5v5 is starting to look pretty good, which is really surprising for the team comp they're up against. I don't really think Nidalee is necessary to the point where she's falling off. Oh, this is a good hook. It might be something. Nah, he pulls out. But I think their 5v5 is pretty balanced so far, especially since they have that outplay potential. You know, Ornn being able to knock up so many people. And I think that's what can really make the difference here, is just all that CC that Bradley has.
So, one thing... Oh, fight's going on.
Yep, everyone's running it down. Cass has to flash out. Nidalee's there to heal him. Steps into the Bard ult, but that is okay. No one's there to punish. TP coming in from the Ornn, I think.
Massive hook.
Massive hook, insane. Look, getting a little bit of poke in the top right. A good hook there. Sejuani is one. Kled is diving onto our ADC. Ashe falls, and this looks like a good fight. There's a fight going on in the top lane. Ornn is slapping for max health damage. Balanced, by the way. Cassiopeia is getting caught out. Ornn does take a kill. And that might mean more than just a kill, maybe some objectives. We actually see some red pings going out. The team's a little bit split. They're trying to decide if they want an Ocean Soul or a top tower, and it looks like they're going to give up the top tower for this Ocean Soul, which is probably the right play.
Bradley will probably get top tower here, but they trade that for Ocean Soul. That is absolutely massive for the Ramblers, and they end up kind of not. They ended up losing the team fight there, which. Yeah, it's not. This is actually not starting to look good for Bradley, and I think their Baron has just run out. So it seems that their time to actually win the game has kind of closed, and now it's basically up to the Ramblers to try and close this out.
Yeah, that team fight, it kind of looks like.
Well, and Anthony's talking there to somebody else. Like I said, the window to win this game has kind of closed for Bradley, unless they start getting picks onto like major targets such as Crimsy or Lugi, the Kaisa and the Veigar. We've been trying to use their names all game.
Yeah.
Then I don't really see Bradley winning this game. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna happen in probably like the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, this is really looking kind of bad for Bradley. Veigar and Kaisa are kind of getting to that point where they do insta-win. But I don't know, Cassiopeia scales pretty well, and she's kind of getting some of her core items, so there might be some finger crossing to do there. And, you know, Ornn is Ornn. Ornn will always be relevant because he is Ornn. So I really do think that he can make the difference in team fights, even if they're rocking an Ocean Soul.
What I think, looks like they're going to opt to fight for the next Baron here. So they're going to set up some vision. They're sending Cass to split a little bit. They're still going to be, towards mid, so Cass can try to rotate better. You're also seeing upgraded Ornn items now, so that's absolutely massive. We have 2 Rabadon's Death Crowns. Yes, that is the name of them.
Yep.
Massive Bard ult.
Yeah, that Ashe is actually just going to get slammed. She almost makes it out. Ornn is in, getting some good CC off, but the whole entire team from the Ramblers is just so tanky. We see lots of stuns going out, a good double airborne from Ornn, but no damage is there to follow up. Nidalee has to walk out of the fight here. Cassiopeia stopwatches, but it's not going to be enough. And yeah, the Ashe getting caught out there was kind of vital to the Bradley's loss here, at least for this team fight. And that's a good spear, but it's not going to be enough, and it looks like that might be a Baron for the Ramblers.
And they have to deal with this annoying Bard in the back.
Is
he gonna die?
He's gonna die, but...
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe
Bradley
not?
opting to try and kill the Bard with an Ocean Soul rather than try to steal the Nasher. It doesn't matter anyway.
They get
Bard's...
flash and... Ooh. Oh, he's so tanky! Oh my god. Okay, he falls. So at least...
Finally goes
at
down.
least
Bard does his job, though.
Yeah, at least there's one Baron down, but it's on the Bard. You know, that is really, really rough for Bradley. They kind of just pick up the scraps where they can. But yeah, this is looking really, really bad. If I'm the Ravengers, I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe looking to put Kled in the top lane and try to break a tower or two. The Ramblers?
Yes.
Oh, wait, what was I? Did I say Ravengers?
Yeah, you did.
Oh my goodness, that's a Minecraft mob, dude. What the hell? I've been saying Ramblers, but I said it. Oh my god. Scuffed Gaming, by the way.
Scuffed Gaming.
Oh, yeah, this game is just crazy. I mean, it's 21 to 22. It has been over a kill per minute, you know?
So, League is a game about patterns, and if we've seen anything like this before, Ocean Soul plus Baron pretty much means a win for the Ramblers, unless, again, they severely screw it up. There is one more window, however, it seems, unless Rambler just ends it here. It is the Elder Drake for Bradley. They get the hook onto Bard.
Yeah, Bard ult kind of doesn't really go anywhere. We see Nidalee, we see Veigar getting hit in the back lane. He falls. He's dead. We see a really nice Ornn ult going out here. Sezwani flashes in, but she's not able to get on that Ashe. She just runs away with that Nidalee, and it looks like this is looking really good for Bradley. Ashe does fall, but Kaisa does too, and honestly, we're seeing a lot of damage here come out from Bradley. Never mind, that's a really good stun onto the Kled, or onto the Cassio, excuse me. And it looks like they were able just to tank the damage with that Dragon Soul. What they
So that is absolutely a massive team fight for Ramblers. Thing is, I think they might be able to get mid inhibitor at max here. They don't have their main carries to actually do any of the damage here to end the game, in my opinion. But with Ocean Soul, I might eat my words here. With Ocean Soul, it might be possible. I mean, Orin's still going because Orin's just a Titan, dude.
He's
What
going.
is going on?
This is crazy. He's just living everything. Look at him go. He wants more. He wants more. Oh, I don't think he's. That's a hook.
Oh?
No.
Don't go in.
His team's yelling at. His team's flaming him. Now get back here, you Orn. You goat man.
So they don't even get inhib off that, actually.
No.
They just get the first tier turret. This even extends the window of opportunity for Bradley to try and get Elder. But yeah, they're going to need to set up way more vision in the bot lane here if they want an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I think, next play is definitely going to be Elder coming up in 13 seconds. Both teams are able to reset here. Actually, I guess Sejuani will be out of the fight for a few seconds. She's just back right now. But yeah, this is going to be just as crazy as the other fights around Dragon Pit. I don't think there's any argument about that. And this is probably the game-deciding fight, I'd have to say. Maybe not so much in the sense if Bradley wins. I think if Bradley wins, it's more of a big boost to the potential of them winning. But if the Ramblers win, I think it's GG.
Oh, completely. What is Orn doing, man? He's just making an item in the middle of them.
Dude, he's got no
What
fear.
a Chad.
He's been to IKEA
What a
enough
Chad.
times.
He doesn't die.
He does get caught out. Wait, this might be the Orn ult he wants. Maybe he's baiting. Here it comes. This looks to be huge. He does get stunned to the Orn ult. It's like a triple airborne once again, but a really, really, really good Bard ult, getting rid of the two carries for a second. The carries on the Ramblers are doing their job and carrying, killing many, many, many teammates. Two, in fact. And it looks like they're just going to run Bradley down, and I think that's the game, question mark? Cled's in.
Wait.
Cled's
Cled
out.
dying here is a bit massive. Wait.
I think
Nidalee
he
gets
got him.
baited.
They got him, yep.
Yeah.
So much
Vytautus
HP
gets
on the
baited.
Sejuani.
Cass is going to try to stall out as much as possible here, but she does get stunned.
Yeah, this is
Will
quite the fight.
Crossy be able to kill him? Nope.
Oh, very close. Scarl comes back to say hello.
Meanwhile, the two carries are doing Elder. This game is over.
Yeah. This game is a rip. They just kind of take mid from here, get inhib. If they don't want to win just yet, they can reset with Elder, come back and blow him up. But it looks like that's a TP coming in, and it's over. Only a matter of time until they destroy the Nexus.
So, Coco pretty much interrupting the Lantern from Drigov for ASingleEgirl to come back. And that was just how the fight ended up starting, and it pretty much ended after that because the ASingleEgirl wasn't able to get a massive ult. That was a very... That Bard is just flexing at this point. Yeah, Stylus is just flexing at that point with the Bard ult.
Yeah.
Ornn gonna fall here, turret gonna fall here, and the Nexus most likely to fall here. I think
Maybe
it's
not?
safe to say Rambler takes the first game.
Cled's on it.
Wait.
Wait a minute. No, Cled gets it, right? Yeah.
For sure he gets it.
Yeah. That was close. That was close. They Ramblers kind of having a little bit of fun there. So what do you think was the turning point for this game? Bradley was looking somewhat strong in the early game, or at least even. But where do you think it kind of was like, yeah, it's that?
When I'm thinking about it now, it was when they after got Baron and they started this fight in the bot lane, which was a 4v5, and they had Ornn continuing to pressure top. They just completely lost. They ended up spreading up way too much, and they just ended up losing the fight quickly after that. So Bradley, that wasn't a bad first game by Bradley, to be honest. Both teams showing a lot of fight there. It was like honestly ridiculous. Continuing with this series, I think it's still anybody's series. But great job to the Ramblers. Like I predicted before, you have Ocean Soul plus Veigar plus Kai'Sa's late game. There's just no way you're gonna win any type of team fights, especially if it's extended. At that point of the game. So A little bit rough for Bradley first game, but we will see what happens in the second game.
Yeah,
Thank you for reminding me to join the room, by the way.
yeah, no problem. They're saving a spot for you. Um,
Yeah.
it was Bradley was looking pretty strong there. I think it was kind of just a sense of the other team, the Ramblers, had just an easier team to pilot. Really, I really think that there was outplay potential from that Ornn. Yeah, oh, hey, I'm sharing my screen on. There we go. Now we're bigger on the overlay. I do think that Ornn did have. I keep saying Ornn a lot, but I feel like their whole team really had a lot of kind of outplay potential. But it was just gonna be so much harder than just saying, okay, we wait for Veigar and Kai'Sa to scale.
Yeah, sorry, my reaction there was like Vytautus immediately said R. Like they're
Yeah,
just
I see that.
Bradley's just ready to go.
They're
They want
ready.
to
They're
keep
roaring.
going.
Yeah. Hopefully we
Uh,
get
which is
a
a bit
pro draft soon.
not beneficial to us since that was a very action-packed game.
Yes, and I guarantee. Well, I don't guarantee because I can't keep promises, but I have a high suspicion that the next games, or at least the next one, will be very action packed as well.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem that they are quite ready. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a slight break.
All
I
right.
think you should too, and
Yeah.
just your voice. I don't know why I'm muted while I'm saying that,
Okay.
but I'll be right back.
All right. I'll chat a little bit about stuff. I don't know. I'll find something. So yeah, that last game was kind of crazy, like we were saying. I don't really. We'll probably talk about it when Adrian gets back, but I think the drafts will kind of change up a lot. I think we might see an Ornn ban on the side of Ramblers. We will probably maybe see a Kai'Sa ban. I don't know about that. I don't really know if Kai'Sa and Veigar were specifically the issue to why Bradley lost that game. More of maybe they just didn't have the best team comp going into a late game comp. I don't know. There's a lot of analyzing you have to do with that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in this next pro draft, which I think hopefully the link will be sent soon. Um, they're probably each team probably taking a good amount of time to kind of reflect on that game because there is a lot to go over during those last 35, 40 minutes of gameplay. That game was insane. It was very hard just to keep up with all the action happening. I can't even analyze what just happened because now there's another team fight happening top. So it they're entertaining games, and I hope the next few games kind of stay the same because if they do, then we're gonna have a good series on our hands. I mean, we already do. We already have some of the really good making so far, but oh boy, is it something to cast? It's crazy. But yep, probably gonna be seeing similar bands besides maybe a few select bands that were in that last game. So yeah, I do think Bradley will also change up their team comp quite a lot. It felt. Oh, he's back. Hello. I was kind of talking about the team comp a little bit. I
Mhm.
feel Bradley's team comp was kind of solo queue ish, maybe. Oh, I guess I can kind of see. Yeah, a little bit. Um, I know you were kind of question marking the Thresh. What would you have liked to see instead of Thresh?
You know, I think the Thresh is fine if you can perform on it correctly, but unfortunately, Drigov was not able to do that. So I think we should have opted for something a little easier for any type of something that can lock down a champion post six, or in the fact that it was a bard, we should have just gone for something like straight poke. You know what I mean? Maybe like
Mm.
a Yumi. Could have done Xerath support you see sometimes, and basically any champion that pokes, I feel like would have been much better for that type of composition. Um, it seemed that Drigov was pretty confident with the Thresh for that game, but he just unfortunately couldn't do anything on it, in my
He did
opinion.
have some really good like lanterns. I saw that. Those are pretty solid. What
Yeah,
to do
he had some
melee.
pretty solid lanterns, but in terms of the actual
Yeah.
hooks, they were a bit.
Yeah.
Not, it's not like he missed any, but the hooks that they decided to go on, they
Mm.
weren't exactly the correct hooks to go in on. So
Yeah. I I think. What do you think? Like maybe an engaged support, maybe along the lines of Leona or Nautilus, would have been better. Or...
That could have been, yeah, that could have easily worked as well. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they must be having a long talk about last game because
I
there is a
think
lot to talk about.
yeah, I think the Ramblers are taking like a small break after that one because that
You
one
could
was quite an intense first game.
you could say they're rambling. Ha ha ha.
Okay,
Thank
freak.
you.
Nice
Thank
one.
you. Thank you. I'll be here all night. I take donations. Thank you.
Do you? Do we take them? I don't think so.
No,
We don't have a
I don't think
PayPal.
so.
Mm-mm.
No.
But
I don't want donations. We at least I don't deserve any. Especially not with that joke. Um but yeah, what do you think Bradley's going to change with their team comp?
I'm not sure. Oh, they didn't give us the pro draft link.
Oh, we didn't get pro draft.
Oh, no, well, we'll see. We'll see it later. It's fine. They didn't need to
That's
give
fine.
it to us.
They picked a Mumu. They picked a Mumu, apparently.
No way, really?
They did. They said Kled question mark, and they're like, nope, a Mumu.
Okay, so Coco,
We have a Mumu.
Coco, the Diamond 2 jungler, picking a Mumu here. That is absolutely hilarious. It has to be jungle, right? What other lane?
Should I ask for Spec Link?
No, it's fine.
They said R.
Yeah.
Oh, they
So
sent a
they're just gonna
question
start
mark.
it now.
Oh, okay, okay. You know what? We're gonna see the draft for the first time, okay? Okay? Here we go. There we go. All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Who knows what's gonna happen? There's an Amumu in there somewhere. We don't know where, but it's there.
For sure.
I think
Should
it
be
was
interesting
last
to see.
pick. Oh, it won't even be in order. That sucks. But yeah, Caitlyn ban once again. Just trying to get that champion out of there. Does our bot laner play a lot of Caitlyn?
Yes. Truck Chan plays a lot of Caitlyn.
Gotcha.
You get a good amount, Caitlyn. We're seeing the Caitlyn ban and then the Malzahar ban. In response, they obviously don't want Lugi on those kind of like control mages. So they're gonna ban out the Shen. They ban out the Shen for ASingleEgirl. ASingleEgirl, I know his playstyle is a lot more of playing tanks and actually supporting the team. So we're gonna ban that out for him. We see the brand ban. I'm pretty sure that's for Silas.
Gotcha.
Again with the Maokai ban in response, they do not want Drigov on the Maokai. They seem to not
There's a
want
Sedge ban.
tanky supports. Respect for the Sedge ban. That's a Mumu top?
That's a Mumu top, right? Because they're not switching. They don't have to.
It's the mind games. It's
Oh
also,
my goodness.
and they respond with, well, I mean, it's the Ornn. They're not, well, I don't know why they're hovering it. We have Ornn Graves. Very solid. 2 picks right there.
I want to see what the
Graves.
actual jungler is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Vytautus didn't do too bad with the Graves, but now we're seeing Kayn plus Veigar. The Kayn's going to be a menace for Ornn because I hope for the love of God he's going red Kayn. So, what?
Yes?
Karasi always
Did
trolls
they
with
forget
these
what
picks.
champs they picked?
No, Karasi always does this. He hovers
Gotcha.
like champs that
The
as
Victor,
like,
though.
as a troll. Yeah, he picks the Victor against the Veigar. 2 late scaling champions right there. Anyone's game basically. The Graves has a much. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about Graves. I know his mid game is pretty good. I don't know about his early game. It
It's
depends,
pretty
I guess,
solid.
on the lanes.
His clear is also really good early.
I know Kane's early game is pretty bad. It depends on the lanes. So again, we're seeing the lanes here kind of support the jungler. We're seeing the obviously the Vygar cage to set up for the Kayn, and then the Amumu like bandage and ult to set up for the Kayn gank. Sorry, now we have the 2 bans here. It was Yone and Talia, and the other 2 bans for Bradley's side were Hecarim and Olaf. And now we're seeing the other 2 picks here. We have Lux and Kaisa. They're gonna pick the Kaisa again for Crimsy. And now we're seeing Bard plus Jhin. The Bard's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm going to say this. I think we can only speculate. I think how the draft went, they flex picked the Amumu, and then we first picked Bard and Ord. That's what I think happened.
Quite
Maybe.
possibly. I don't know why you would still pick Bard with Jin.
I have
There's
no.
some anti-synergy going on there. I mean, there's synergy, but then there's also the potential for anti-synergy. Obviously, if the Bard does what he's supposed to, that's an excellent lane for Jin. I'm just kind of worried from last game since he wasn't able to perform on the Thresh. He'll be able to perform on the Bard. The Lux from Silas is a little weird, um, especially mixed in with the Kaisa. Again, it seems that they're going in for like this early game aggression, and so either Lux is going to try to poke really early with the E, or she's going to try to go for an early root with the Q, and then try to transition something off that. But
Mhm.
that's how it's looking for the bot lane. Mid lane, it's pretty much even in my opinion. I don't
Yeah,
know how even this
same
gets.
same thing as last time.
Graves wins early against Kane, but I feel like Kane just beats out Graves later on as the game
Mhm.
goes. Might be wrong about that, but that's just how it seems. Um, versus how do you
No.
how do you take that one? Because I have no idea what to
That
think of it.
okay. I think I think Kane is gonna go blue, and they're just gonna play off Moo passive. Okay, you're giving me
That's
a
a
weird champ.
very interesting thought. I didn't even think of that. That's pretty cool.
Look at how much. I
That's
mean,
pretty cool
even if Kane goes red, look at the rest of their team. Veigar is full AP. Lux is full AP. Kai'Sa's mixed. This Amumu, that passive can carry the game. And that is
What's his
10.
passive, by the way?
So okay. So Amumu's passive is that he curses people, right? When he autos, he curses, and then his ult curses. When they are cursed, that enemy takes 10% bonus keyword true damage from all incoming magic damage. So if Veigar does 700 damage, that's another 70 damage in true damage that is done on top. It's pretty massive, IMO.
That that is actually a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. I
So you're thinking that
Yeah.
they're gonna try to like go in here with the cane, like blue cane, and try to like set him up. I don't know if that's gonna
Yeah, I don't know if it
happen,
needs to be
to be
blue
honest.
cane. But I
Yeah.
think that's kind of the game plan is hit a good Amumu ult, get some follow up with Kane, maybe Vygar Cage, multi ult with Lux is kind of the dream, and
hmm
so much damage is going to come out. I think this is going to be another fiesta. What do you think about Bradley's team?
I actually, since I don't know much about the Mumu top, I'm gonna favor Bradley's composition a little more because there is definitely some great mid to late game. Yeah, mid to late game scaling from them, and
Mm.
basically better team fight in my opinion. Well, not better team fight, but like better to initiate team fight, I guess. Because we have the Amumu ult, right? But it
Mhm.
has to be with bandage, and then I mean, what else is there? It's not really Valor Cage. It's only things that can follow up with a Mumu. So we're gonna have to be looking at a Mumu here to actually try and engage a lot, or maybe even a Lux Q. But again, we're kind of looking for more consistent ways to actually engage. So the only thing I can think of really is a Mumu ult.
Yeah, and
I
that
think just Bradley has way more consistent ways of engaging with like Ornn ult, Bard ult.
I
Uh,
completely agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
I think both team comps are very solid. I think it's just kind of a matter of who can execute it better. Again, Ornn ult just being so reliable for that engage, and Bard ult too. You have talked about some negative synergy, and there is some. Uh, a unfortunate. Oh, I got a screen share for you. But an unfortunately placed Bard ult can do wonders for the enemy team, which is not really what you want, but it could happen.
hmm
But overall, I think it's about even. So we'll have to see what comes of it. I'm very interested to watch this game play out, and very excited. And I really hope it's like last game because last game was fun.
Last game was fun, yeah, for sure.
That's a word to describe it. Is fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think we might see an early invade by the Ramblers here,
I think
since
so
they
too.
just can have a Mumu bandage plus Lux Q, Vagar Cage.
Wait, this
I
is
can see
deja
it.
vu. Only it's our team that wants to invade. They're actually doing it. Kane's alone. There's 2 people in that bush. They weren't watching their maps. That is 1 flash down. I mean, hey, that's a dub. That's what we call a dub.
That's what the invade is for. To bloat resources early. So great job. Oh,
might even stop his
okay.
back. There he go. Oh, and now he has to walk even farther back. No, a flash is a flash, you know. We actually might be looking for.
That's actually massive for Victor early, especially if he wants to start chasing down a kill. Victor doesn't actually have too much kill pressure early, but it's still nice that he can threaten kills like that.
Yeah.
In the early game.
Yeah,
since Veigar has no flash.
Having that flash down is really nice.
Thing is that I would say, oh, this is an easy gank for Graves. There's no setup really for Graves in the mid lane other than like the force, the W. With Victor. So even then I feel like it's still kind of hard to gank, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Kane going for a red start here rather than the Raptors.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting choice.
Words. Graves actually started top side, didn't leash even, didn't get one. So both bot lane is ahead now. At least a little bit, not by much obviously. A nice root coming out too, a little bit of poke damage onto that bar. Not gonna be much, but something. But just that little bit of an advantage of going in lane can be enough to really. Oh, there's a lot of damage going out here. That bard's walking into one too many Lux keys.
Okay, so I was gonna say before that trade went down that the reason why Graves probably didn't get a leash there was because he probably wants lane priority for Ornn against the Amumu since Amumu can't even push early. And so he wants to keep, Ornn ideally wants to keep shoving in that lane to deny Amumu as much farm as possible. And so that Ornn can scale better as the game and, transition that lead. But yeah, pretty interesting early game. Another trade here.
That's not going to be a kill, but it's going to be a knockdown. Lux is walking up, takes a bit of a chip there, does get the heal out. A nice stun going on, and there's a gank top. And also not going to get much. A good flash E there. Graves is looking here. Kai'Sa's walking up. She does get the kill, but I think Graves might even get a double here if he plays this correctly. He does have red buff giving him that extra damage, but it looks like he's just going to back off and play safe, which is probably the correct play. It's starting. It's going to be just like last game. I guarantee it.
So that was a little bit better for the Ramblers there. Vytautus doing a great job responding to the trade there that happened bot. You'll notice that actually Truckshan didn't take heal. He took cleanse for the Lux route early on, and he still dies. So the trade-off did not pretty much pay off for him in the early game. But he's actually still ahead in CS, and he opts for Cole now, plus boots, so he can easily get out of those E's and Q's from Lux early on. Another trade here in the top lane. That's some massive damage from Amumu.
Yeah, that max health damage from his passive, or from his W, is starting to hurt. A good flash coming out from Ornn. I think that was necessary, and that's kind of rough.
Yeah. This is some pretty good early game going on from the Ramblers. Yeah, it's looking rough for Bradley right off the bat.
Yeah, we actually see a little bit of damage coming down bot, but it doesn't look like too much. Graves is actually looking here.
Going for a gank, yeah.
A good overdrive from that Kai'Sa. An amazing route from that Jhin, and that's not going to be a double, but that is a kill for, I think, yeah, for the Graves. He actually gets a bounty off that kill. So
Ornn almost falling there too.
Well, yeah, Ornn is starting to get pushed in already and taking some unfortunate trades from that Amumu. Yeah, look at that big wave that Amumu's built up. Ornn's going to have to miss this. Unless he wants to try and outplay our tower, but I don't think that's the play. Oh, he's going for it, and he gets punished. Yep.
Did he just dive him under turret?
Yeah.
Before he backed?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Gets the tower plating for that.
That was actually pretty good by Amumu because he knew he didn't have flash there, so he couldn't really like react to it unless like E-Girl was.
Yeah, maybe Ornn should have backed off there. He did have teleport,
I was gonna say that.
So yeah, just unfortunate timing. I don't blame him. I honestly probably would be teleporting to this wave. I'm not a top laner myself, so maybe that's not the play. We actually see both junglers down in the bot side here, which could mean a dragon take, and that looks like exactly what's going to happen. Graves is going to start it. And I think this is a free dragon. Veigar's not in lane. Kane's doing Krugs, and bot lane's kind of or bot lane for Bradley, that is, has bot Bryo, so I think they kind of just have to give it.
Can I just say that is a really cool Victor skin? My God.
I know, like
this
that little.
has some 6 visuals.
I don't know what it is, but his little like, a root coming down, a little bit of damage onto the bard, I assume. Right? Yep. They're actually looking for more. Kane is in, but that is a dragon down. Graves can rotate to this Kane, who looks to just be... He might be looking? No, he's walking.
Did the Ramblers figure out some type of tech against Ornn? This is a really good pick against him. Ornn can't actually do anything. Like, this is wild.
This is crazy. I am very confused.
He's
2 levels. He's a level down. This is something. He's looking. The sad mummy boy is looking for a kill. Maybe? No? Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, Amumu has created a lead for himself. I mean, he got ganked, and that got the flash from Ornn, but he's just been out-sustaining and kind of pooping on Ornn a little bit.
Yeah, Ornn's having a rough time up the top like, against this Amumu. Now, we've been able to see that Vytautus is responding quite well. Hold on a second.
We see the Amumu gank. Forces out the flash.
This Amumu's huge this game. Forces the flash out from Victor, which is also very big.
Yeah.
Gives more opportunity for the Kane to actually gank. And the next time... hold on a second. Is there something? Okay, nothing's going on. Yep. The next time Veigar actually manages to get a good cage, Victor's basically dead. So that is an absolutely huge flash to get out from the Rambler side.
Yeah, this game once again is just another fiesta. Only it's because of the Amumu top. I don't know. I didn't expect it to be this crazy. I thought it was just kind of gonna go, you know, like maybe maybe even. I don't know. This is something. The dragon pickup for Bradley though is pretty solid. Once again, that Victor skin just looking really good. Gotta point that out. That is so good.
Suave.
What skin is that?
That is Psyops Victor. That's a newer one.
Oh, I forgot about that. It looks like he has a chroma too. All right, enough about skins.
Sure. I mean, dude, it looks so good. We gotta talk
about it. All right, you know what?
I'm
doing the thing we're not supposed to do. I'm going to use undirected camera on this Victor skin. Look at that. We aren't missing anything. Look at him. He's walking down the lane. Amazing. Amazing. But
I could tell you if anything's going on, by the way, because
no, we're good. We're good. We're watching bot lane right now. Bot lane is pushing Bradley in a little bit, but yeah, you know, the Jin's still up some CS and we'll be here to collect this wave. So honestly, not awful.
I was gonna mention, the Earth Drake from Bradley early on was quite good, especially on the Ornn, and just in general for the other carries like Graves, Victor, and Jhin. So thought that was just, you know, worth mentioning.
Yeah, for sure. And we actually might see some kind of fight happening here. What is that damage? He's just gone.
He just gets caught out.
Is this gonna be like, oh, who was the pro? It wasn't Yankos, was it? That went like 26 minutes on Kane Without Thorn. Oh, okay. Ornn's gone. He's just gone.
He disappeared. Yeah, this Amumu pick from Pegleg is absolutely smashing the Ornn right now.
See gank mid, Grace doing about over half damage to that poor little Veigar, and we see a trade going down bot as well. Hits one with the Bard ult. This might be what he's looking for. A good flash away, and oh, that was dirty from the Lux, flashing away from the Bard ult to hit his own Q, or the Bard Q, excuse me. Wow, and we might even still be going up here around Herald because Kane knows that Graves is on Herald and Coco is going to take some damage.
What is he doing?
No, he doesn't. Big old goat man's running down. Ornn is here, and Shelly gets the last hit.
I think what happened there was the Kane kind of assumed that Veigar would roam quicker to help him out, but I think the Victor was blocking him off, and so Kane just ends up paying for that.
A little bit of miscommunication there. This is really good for Bradley. This is a Herald pickup, 2-kill pickup, right? I think there was 2 that went down there, and actually it was 1 for 1 bot lane and then 1 kill top. So 2 for 1, not in Bradley's favor, but honestly they get Herald out of it. And I think it's so huge with Dragon coming up in 25 seconds. Yet again, another good Dragon for Bradley's comp.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely. Hold on a second. Holy Jesus.
Whoa.
Oh.
And Kaisa goes in. She flashes out, and it does look like she will be alive. Actually, there's 2 people down here. This should be a clean kill, especially since she does not have flash. Chaining into the top lane. Ornn is trying to trade, but Amumu just says, "No, I don't feel like taking damage today," and he's able just to chunk that Ornn down to about 2/3 health.
I was gonna say that that's absolutely massive for Bradley, so because it can just get Kaisa. It killed Kaisa, now they could just get Ocean Drake. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's a flash ult, right? Flash ult cage. Bard is alive. That's actually kind of massive because even that little bit of extra time is just going to be enough to secure that kill. Good flash out by Graves. Hits the stun on the Mumu. Does not do much. Kayn is looking for more, but he gets rooted. Not that that really does anything. Just a little bit of extra chip onto Coco.
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of questioning why Graves decided to steal that. I don't know if it was like indecisive, like if Veigar would die or not. He was gonna die by the Victor Storm. I don't know why Graves decided to take that. I think that should have been given to Victor.
Maybe he just maybe it's because he already had 4 kills and wanted a 5th. Just tries. Maybe he's trying to keep the game into his own hands.
He has more than enough already, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Very
taking
weird.
A little bit of damage here, but gets that wave push in, which is, you know, something. Makes a Mumu miss some experience and some gold, kind of even out that CS score, so not bad from Ornn. But yeah, this game is just going crazy. I really think Graves needs to take this game into his hands. He's been doing okay right now, but now that he does have that 5 kills, he really has to get going.
Right. Graves needs to take the lead into his hands and start giving it to others.
Yes.
Is basically
absolutely
what needs to happen here. Graves has been doing an absolutely great job thus far with the counter ganks and whatnot. Hold on a second.
Oh, that slow was dirty. A good amount of damage going down with that Veigar. It's not enough, but some turret plates will fall.
All right, so he kind of makes up the gold he stole there for the turret plates. But hold on a second.
There's a little bit of damage being traded out here. Victor is walking down, following before the Veigar does. Amumu is top lane, trading with the Ornn. Again, not much happening, just 2 pool noodles going at each other, and there might be a fight happening around bot lane. There definitely is. We actually see Bradley going for Drake here. Kayn might try to contest. He does not get it, and he does die. He dies for that. Bard gets a kill. Right. Jhin gets a kill. That's rough. That's really rough if you're the Ramblers.
Yeah, Vytautus is kind of out jungling Coco here. This is what happens with Kayn early on. He isn't able to make as much plays without any proper setup, so he ends up having to like trying to pick up the scraps. I do imagine that Ramblers are going to pick up the pace once Kayn actually gets his form, whatever he picks. But as of right now, again, Bradley in the early game seemed to be doing okay, except in this top lane. Jesus Christ.
A little bit more damage. We actually see a fight going down in here, catching out that Lux, and that is another kill for the ADC. Who needs Graves to give you a lead when you can just do it yourself? Seeing that Lux there is pretty massive, and getting that kill is really nice.
Bot lane's actually sitting with a pretty comfortable lead right now.
Yeah.
You know, Jhin just finished his Cole. He has pretty significant CS lead, at least 24.
Yep.
And 2 kills to his name. And it's looking like he's going to finish this IE early, especially since he just finished the Cole. So that's absolutely massive for the Jhin. If Jin's able to get this IE early, I don't see a way that Kaisa even like wins. Because Kaisa just has Mana Moon right now.
And we actually see the 2 junglers topside. I don't think much is going to happen, though, as Ornn's backing. Nope, doesn't look like it. But yeah. Oh. Nice flash Q. Victor should fall here. Yeah, unfortunately, he did not have ultimate there. If he had ultimate, yeah, very well played. If he had ultimate there, I think Veigar would have died. Didn't have flash, so yeah, he would have died there. But just that Lux just taking that opportunity and knowing that Victor's flash was down. That was really well played.
That was absolutely a massive pickup from the Ramblers to be able to deny the Victor some gold there.
We see a hook coming in top lane.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, fighting is happening. Like I said, it's just two tanks hitting each other. Not much is happening. Ornn's actually starting to win this trade now, which is very nice. That Adaptive Helm will be shutting down Amumu's damage from his W. A nice little trade going on here, too. Kayn still does not have form. Graves is running to his teammates. This is really, really bad. No escape for this Kayn. Jhin ult coming out. He's dead. He's one shot. Nice slow on that Lux. A little bit of damage, too. A Bard ult hits Lux. This might be a kill, knowing she doesn't have flash. A good stun. Good stun. But it's not enough to get that Lux dead. We actually see a little bit more fighting. Just a little bit of Qs and Es and stuns and all that good stuff coming out. More fighting top lane. Mumu's actually starting to win this a little bit. Yeah, it's just a constant state. If they're not fighting, I don't know what's happening. Ornn can kind of hold his own now.
Oh?
I say kind of. This is going to be very, very close. Amumu putting in a lot of damage. Minions are hitting Ornn. It does add up. The ultimate coming out. He's looking for the kill. He does hit that. He gets the mark, but he's not going for it. Oh, you should have flash auto, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed, though. It's not. I don't think he would have the brittle.
I think if he would have gone in for that brittle stack, I don't think it would have killed him. Oh, another gank coming in on this Veigar. He's gone. Finally, 400 gold going to that Victor. It's pretty huge.
Okay, so now you're actually starting to see this lead from Bradley starting to stack up. They're getting ahead in gold more, and that's beneficial towards Bradley, obviously, since they have like the Jhin, the Victor, and the Graves, and of Ornn. It's going pretty well for Bradley right now. The Ramblers are gonna need to have to respond in some way, but this Kayn has not gotten his form yet, which is not great. I mean, ideally you want it 15 to 20 minutes in, maybe a little bit before that, but he's just been absolutely getting
dumpstered on,
destroyed by Vytautus and his Graves. So
he might.
Bartle.
What is happening? Okay. No, it doesn't. Yeah, he's about 25 CS up, but like, what's it matter? Graves is 6-0 and secured 2 dragons and 2 heralds. He's 0-4 with 28 CS to show for it. So Graves is really kind of taking control here, and now he is starting to give that lead to other lanes. You can see that kill on Victor, that 400 gold I don't know if it was a bounty, but 400 gold on that Veigar was given out to that Victor, and that is huge. In fact, it's a QSS buy from the Victor. That is really interesting.
That's smart. That's very smart.
It is very smart.
Just so he has to, because since Karasi didn't opt in for like something like a cleanse as a summoner early on, he pretty much has to get a QSS. Hold on a second. Fight starting out here.
Yeah, we see a fight. We actually see a TP coming in from the Amumu. This is the big ult. He's been lit. Never mind, it's Ornn. Big ult from Amumu. Good ult from Ornn. Good follow-up. A really nice Lux ult. Actually, I don't think hit anything there. Amumu's in alone. Kayn does come to follow, but he's 0-4. He's not going to be doing much. A really, really good Jhin ult here. Kind of just damaging whoever really needs to be peppered. Very, very close on that Amumu. Almost picking up a kill, but that is a flash auto from that Jhin picking her up, and it looks like Kayn's going to be next. He's dead. That is an free dragon, and not Baron because it's not up yet, but 5 kills and a dragon for soul point for Bradley. This game is looking so much better.
What a massive blunder for Ramblers. I don't know why they decided to fight there, because Kayn, like, he doesn't even have form. He has an item, right? He doesn't have his form yet.
Let's play
honestly, we might see a Damwon Gaming here versus G2. They just might end it right here, right now with the scuttle.
Let's play a game.
Does
Kayn have form, yes or no? No.
Yes. No?
No.
You gotta be kidding me.
He's walking. Oh, no, he's walking back?
You were right. He went blue Kayn.
Is he going? Oh, are you still a little bit ahead of me, I think?
No. It shows on your screen, too.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
he has
wait,
form.
Sorry. That's blue.
Oh, he did
right?
go red. He did go red.
He went red. Dude, I'm a caster, by the way.
you can't see it anywhere in the game. It doesn't show for his. Is that a caster bug? Is it supposed to show red Kayn on the map? I don't think so, right?
I don't know.
How are the casters supposed to know what form
Yeah,
he
that
is?
is a spec
That's so
bug. That is-
stupid.
yeah, that is a spectator bug.
Yeah.
Should show Red Cane on the map.
Well, I don't actually. I think it shows Kane on the map, but it should at least show it in the like the top left, by the like what runes and summoner spells they have. I think it should show it there.
I don't know.
Thanks, Riot. Ooh, a good little poke coming out. Bard just kind of heals himself with his little shrine and walks away though.
Oh, okay.
We're actually looking for blood. Kane hit his form power spike. No, he didn't. That's a lot of damage, and he is chunked down to about 1/4 of his health. He's looking for more. That Lux ult doesn't find anyone. Everyone is converging here. A good Ornn ult should be coming out. Never mind, he is unfortunately stunned. And that looks to be a kill for... Oh no, Ornn got a kill. Ornn killed a Mumu. I thought Ornn died there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Peglug ended up dying. That fight took way too long. Wait a minute.
There's more.
Oh.
Kane making his first kill here. A shutdown to Kai'Sa. That's pretty huge. Kane does die again. Another kill for Jhin onto that Kai'Sa.
Oh.
He's looking for more. That Lux is really, really low. Veigar's doing a good job of blocking, though. Victor's looking for blood, but he's going to walk back out, too.
So, good retaliation by the Ramblers, but it was still overall a loss for them. They do get the shutdown onto Graves, which is massive. I think Kane gets that shutdown.
It was Kai'Sa.
Oh, it was Kai'Sa. Okay, even better, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kai'Sa gets that shutdown, which is really nice for her. And you're just going to see Bradley start running it down top.
Nice Lux ult there, killing all the minions so they
nice,
can't get tower, yeah. Yeah, that fight was crazy. I feel like...
So,
oh, yeah, sorry.
yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, okay. I feel like the last 2 to 3 fights the Ramblers have had, it feels like it's a communication kind of thing. People are going in where others aren't, and I don't think they're on the same page.
So I think it was fine that they tried going for the 2v2 there. It was just the fight took way too long. Like, my boy Kane doesn't do enough damage. Hold on a second.
He's still out. Even after getting stunned while going into his cage. Or going into the cage.
Kills the Bard.
Kane gets his first kill here. He dies though. Ornn's in 2v1. He does die. That's kind of a communication thing, like we said before. Amumu should not have taken that. A good cleanse from Jhin. Oh, he's won. That is sad. That was good by the Ramblers, actually. Noticing that the Bard was in alone.
Get an even trade, but that still favors the Ramblers because it's onto the Ornn. Actually, it was 3 for 2. Sorry, so that favors just the Ramblers outright. And Kai'Sa's starting to even get bigger now. That was an absolutely great ult by Amumu there, or rather Peglug, to secure the kill on top of the Victor.
Even with that, is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough for Ramblers to be able to pick up a dragon and deny Soul? I don't think so.
This next fight's very crucial because Infernal Drake is absolutely massive for Bradley's team here. Like Infernal Graves, Infernal Victor, Infernal Jhin. That's just going to be a little bit too much for the Ramblers to handle. So this next Drake is a very important fight. I don't see how they win it, to be honest, because I feel like they're just so far
so
down.
far behind. Yeah,
so far behind. That's gonna be very hard. They're gonna need to rely on a good ultimate by Peglug and for Crimson to basically do a bunch of the damage.
Yeah, that's the thing though, is that the Mumu ult's not even up for at least another few seconds. Hopefully Bradley realized that and either start Dragon or look for a fight. Peglug might get enough time. Oh, that is a good double root. The tanks are getting half health. Ornn is looking for an ult here. They are in the jungle, so yeah, he hits too. Jhin ult coming down, peppering the Kane and Amumu with a little bit of damage, saving that 4th shot, just waiting, and doesn't really seem to hit a crucial target. Not much happens there.
Huge. Hold on a second.
Another good root.
Oh,
that is a lot of damage. Trying to keep that Victor alive, he dies. Kane's actually coming back. Good Amumu ult here. Bard escapes with his life. Kai'Sa follows, though, and ends it. This is looking rough for Bradley. That is a double kill with that Kai'Sa. And, yeah, I think what's happening is that Bard and Orn are just kind of getting caught out there. They took a good amount of damage at the first few seconds, and then once again, it was like deja vu. They both got double root at the same time.
So here's what happened during that fight, right? It's like how you explain. They first get caught out with the Lux snare, and then they get damaged a little bit. Here's the thing: they reacted a little bit too quickly with their ultimates. Orn essentially wastes Orn ult, Jin wastes Jin ult, which are two massive ultimates, and so they have no initiation with the Orn ult anymore, so they can't initiate onto them. Pegleg still has his ult, yeah, the Amumu ult, and which is a massive cooldown. So they're able to now try and find an opportunity. Lux finds the opportunity, gets another double snare, and then Pegleg just finds his way into the middle of the fight. I think at least ults 2, and from that point on, the Kais is just comfortably able to do damage. And we're seeing another yep.
Yeah, another catch out here. A good TP is coming in from Orn, but it might be a bit late. This honestly does not look too bad. No, they have to go.
He had cleanse there.
Yeah. Graves is kind of looking nice dodge. Oh, he did. He had flash as well. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking really, really rough from the side of Bradley. It looks like just a few blunders are kind of costing them. They are looking for an engage here. Kane's wall walking and Amumu's walking up. Another flash Q from this Lux. Nice airborne follow-up from the Kane long range, and that's enough to seal the fate for, I think that was, yeah, Bard. Another kill onto that Graves. Victor is on with a double kill. Amumu might fall here soon. Victor spacing very, very well. Takes another Lux ult to the face. That is ultimate gone, but Victor has to walk out. Victor gets a double, but that's all Bradley gets from that team fight.
So that one from a pretty doomed situation to Karasi being able to save that with very, very nice spacing. What?
We might actually be seeing more here. Is this Lux? This Lux might get hit. She's trying to dodge. Oh, so close. He might have a W. He's looking for it. No W.
Nearly gets a kill. Would have been massive if he got it. Oh, Jin, you have. Okay, there you go.
Okay, he flashes out. Okay, good.
That was not a good flash to take though. I mean, like he had to flash there, but like forcing that out is not good.
Because it was one of those things where you just, if you don't walk up, you didn't have to flash. So
right, yeah. But yeah, again, this Lux is MVP. Like
for sure.
Silas is playing out of their mind, honestly. Like getting all these snares and creating opportunities for the Ramblers to, you know, engage in these team fights. In my opinion, the ball is now going further into the Ramblers' court, and Bradley, they had a lead. They're starting to lose it a little bit now.
For sure.
They're still a little bit in the lead, but it's not even by that much. You could even call it even at this point. Bradley needs to start looking for these opportunities, like a massive, you know, Orn ult, or a Bard ult, even to, you know, catch one of the carries out and take them out of the fight for a while. But until then, yeah, Ramblers are in a pretty comfortable position. I would say Bradley has better late game, and honestly they do. So if they feel like they can't take any of these fights, then I would just actually let Ramblers take the Infernals here and let them get the Orn upgraded items, and then at somewhere around 35 or 40 they can start fighting. But it doesn't seem like they've been winning. Bradley hasn't been winning any team fights now since that blunder towards the Dragon Soul fight.
And honestly, we might actually see a little bit of catch out here. Once again, just getting caught out. Amumu is in, looking for that Graves. I think Graves ults. Oh, good flash hook. And that's so many ultimates out on that Graves. He's just gone. That is two major. That is a dragon, right? Dragon is up. It's up.
This is actually impressive to see by the Ramblers. You can tell as a team, like once they start getting kills, it doesn't even matter what the champions is. The entire team starts snowballing. Like they really start feeling it, and you can see it how they're playing the fights right now. Yeah. They essentially just secured themselves the second Infernal, and now they have a slight lead now. It's still pretty even, but once they get the second Drake, it's it's gonna sway more towards the Ramblers side.
Yeah, and what I was saying before that fight, props to this Kane, by the way. I mean, that early game kind of sucked, but just keeping that level ahead and waiting for his team to kind of come back, pretty good by him. It looks like,
so
yeah,
they're
they're just gonna pick up Dragon.
this, second Infernal. Now you're gonna see the lead shift towards the Ramblers, and now this is where it starts kind of getting scary for Bradley. They need to start figuring out how they want to play out these fights, man, because they keep just losing in skirmishes. Hold on, Bartle misses. You can't engage on that. Don't do it.
No, Kane's just vibing in a wall. He's just literally just vibing. And yeah, if that Bartle hit, maybe something could have happened.
Something from Bradley? No.
A little bit of poke coming out from Lux, but I think that's all it's gonna be. It's just a little bit of poke. And yeah, you definitely do not want to see Soul on the side of Ramblers, because that Lux and Kaisa damage and Vygar damage is just gonna skyrocket. Especially since it's adaptive.
And Amumu, let's be honest. I mean, like, Amumu's been. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Amumu's done like a decent amount of damage by the end of this game.
And the thing is that the damage is adaptive, so for all the magic users, it's gonna be converted to true damage with that Amumu, even more Amumu. So yeah, I think they might be looking for a Baron here. We see a blue ping, meaning the Ramblers are gonna be looking for this. This is kind of a do or die fight again. Feel like.
So you're gonna see, you're seeing actually that the Ornn upgraded items are coming in. I would put it on Victor next. Hopefully they're gonna do it on Victor next for the Rabadon's Death Crown. But like I said, Bradley's saving grace is these upgraded Ornn items. They just need to clean up what they want to do in these team fights, and they should be able to just straight up out damage them. But they need to stop getting caught out before these major objective fights. They need to start getting vision together, not just getting vision separately, but together. And they need to start, actually properly trying to set up a team fight.
Now, if I'm Bradley, I'm gonna look for that Lux Q. I'm gonna wait for it to go away. I'm gonna try and look. Obviously, you gotta wait because it is on a low cooldown. But hopefully they kind of realize that Lux Q is a really important cooldown. At least I think it is. Being able to stop those.
Here's the thing, right? Lux Q. Hold on a second.
Oh, I think
Lux Q. Yeah, Lux Q isn't like that important of a cooldown. It's just it seems like an important cooldown because Sylas keeps hitting so many, right?
Gotcha.
Usually the Amumu is supposed to engage, but the only reason the Amumu is able to engage so consistently is because of Sylas being able to hit these Qs so consistently. Bard's get caught out here. What is going on, man? Graves is gonna try to salvage this by killing the Kane. They might be able to do it.
I think they get him here. That knockup seals his fate. We actually see two TPs coming in.
Massive.
This is going to be huge. That is the Amumu. Amumu misses chain. This is really good. We can see an engage. That ult is not that good from that Amumu. Ornn is still alive. That Amumu is very, very low. Looks like he's going to be targeted by the two ADCs. Flashing in is the Veigar. Ornn does die by himself. And it looks like that's going to be all we're seeing for kills.
So that is even, but that is more sided towards Bradley. They got rid of the top laner, Amumu, massive cooldown the ult, and they got rid of Kane, the jungler. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried, bluffing with the Baron here, which I don't know why they're not. It's not like they need to 50-50 it. I guess personally would have started it.
Yeah, it just looks like they're just going to try and push out top wave, maybe? But with Lux being out, that's really going to be hard.
To clarify, I would have started it to try and bait out more of the Ramblers to maybe try to get more kills in. Obviously, you're not going to be able to do the Baron with 3 people there without the Ornn to tank it. I was just put it out on the table, try forcing them something out, forcing something out of them, basically. But yeah.
Yeah, I really think Bradley needs to try and secure a dragon. I think they can. It's in their genes. They just gotta. I think the main issue here is just getting caught out, like you've said. Bard dying in that team fight really did suck. It may have even
thankfully again they were able to hold on a second.
Actually, might see a fight. Looks like just a little trading back and forth. Not much though. Blue side is going to secure that scuttle. That is vision for the upcoming dragon. That you can't, can't say no to free vision. Lux is looking for a little bit of poke and a Q here. Not going to be enough. That is a cage down for Veigar. Not bad.
Good spacing, though.
Yeah,
They wanna
very
get
good
them
spacing
out of the
from
river
Bradley.
to try and get more words in it. They might trade Baron here. Third, hold on a second. Yeah, they're bluffing it right now because they know that third Infernal is basically nothing over Baron. So they're gonna go towards Baron here and try to bluff that they might start it. Bradley's more likely trying to start. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, Ornn gets hit, but it's Ornn, so he just walks out. Yep. Good thing that wasn't a Bard again. Bard would be dead if that was him getting queued. It looks like we're seeing a little bit of poke back and forth. Might be looking for some kind of Victor stun or a good, probably is a good Ornn ulti to come in.
Wait.
That's a good amount of damage onto that Kaisa. Not something that you just shrug off.
Be really careful about that around that Jhin, especially when he has rapid fire. I've seen so many Jhins just catch out random carries.
That is a caged lamb. But
oh, nice.
Dragon down.
Nice job by Ramblers.
Yeah, they
kind
of
of baited Bradley
Yeah.
into thinking that they wanted to fight, so they kind of scuttle around mid, and then Kane just secretly takes the Infernal, and so now they're not pressured at all between the objectives. Now they're gonna try to start something.
I was gonna say if I'm Ornn, I'm looking for an ult here, and this would be as good a time as ever. His team is ready, grouped up. Ornn needs to ult, I think. He's looking for it now, but everyone's so low. Graves actually gets a shutdown. Ornn dies to the Kaisa, and I think it was just too delayed. What do you think?
4 versus 3. This is definitely favored towards Bradley, but 2 of their members are low, including the Graves, so they're gotta go back. Meaning this is, yeah. So that was very centered. That was great for Bradley, being able to pick off the Veigar and the Amumu. That is absolutely massive. Unfortunately, at this point in the game, they're not really able to do anything with it. It's kind of unfortunate that they weren't able to, or they weren't really confident enough to transition that into anything else. Admittedly, their front line had just died, so there was really nothing much they can do. So yeah, they end up getting 2, but the 2 don't really mean much.
Yeah, it really, what was it? The Ramblers kind of did just pull a hat trick on Bradley there. That Dragon Secure was kind of clutch for them, especially because it meant that Bradley was kind of just chilling in mid doing nothing.
Yeah.
When you know, if they knew that, oh, Kane's on Dragon, they may have been able to force out a Baron there, or even just push a lane. But instead, they were just stuck mid because they didn't know. So that was actually really, really good from the Rambler side. We might actually see something here. That hits, which kind of sucks, but it's Ornn. He's fine.
You see, the
Victor's
Victor,
bot,
now they're deciding to split, and now they're putting pressure onto the bot lane. Both of these mid laners have TP, so, you know, any of them can enter the fight at any point, even though they're all the way down there at bot. Bradley looks
Now
like
they're
they're going
looking
to
for
start, you know, bluffing that they're going to try going Baron.
Looks like something
We'll
might
see what
actually
happens
happen
here.
here. It's like a little bit of poke going back and forth, not much landing. Amumu is walking up, looking for that Q. Ornn is in his face. He can take the Q now if he'd want to, but I think he's looking for a better target. Nice airborne and some damage on that. A good ult combo from that Lux and Amumu kind of securing the fate. That is a triple for the Kaisa. She is huge now, and that is a Baron on the side of the Ramblers.
Silas is playing out of his mind on this
really
Lux.
is.
He gets first the Amumu ults, so you know, Silas can kind of like see what the setup is for him, but he's able to walk around the jungle and like around the blue buff, and then he flash ults the 2 carries, the Jhin and the Graves. And the Kaisa is then able to ult in and just do all of her damage.
That was
This
well played.
Lux, Silas is smurfing right now in every essence. Every single Q this man has landed has essentially won them every single goddamn team fight.
For sure. Yeah, just the damage out, the follow-up after those Qs is so good. And I mean, like you said, the Lux is playing out of her mind, but the team also as well playing around that Lux and that Amumu ultimate has just been like grade A. Yeah, just really, really well played by the Ramblers so far. And they're probably looking for this dragon that's up in just under a minute. Clearing some vision in their own jungle, you know. Ramblers being able to get that. Oh, we actually see. Okay. Someone's getting a little. What's the word? Macho.
That is really bad, by the way, because this Infernal's about to move in. I mean, spawn. Oh my god. Whoa, this is too
Graves
close.
Is almost dead. This is gonna be bad. Graves has a back here.
I don't think he'll be actually able to make it for Infernal, and this is Infernal Soul. Infernal with 4 Infernal Drakes.
That is rough.
That is ridiculous, especially with the Veigar and Kaisa. This is gonna be massive for Ramblers if they are able to take this Infernal.
Honestly, if they get Soul here, it's GG. Unless they like literally run it down and
More than
unplug
likely, yes.
and unplug their keyboards.
Hold on, the Kane's getting caught out.
Oh, that Ornn ult disappearing really does suck. A triple Lux ult once again. Kaisa diving into that backline along with that Veigar and just cleaning up, just destroying, dismantling that backline. Yeah, they should not chase. They need to walk back. They should either look to End or Drake, and the safe play and probably the correct play
Drake.
is a Drake. That is rough.
Especially
with those two people.
Yeah, they're gonna get Infernal Soul here, and that is massive for the Ramblers. They get it right now. This is really bad news for Bradley.
So yeah, if I hover over the dragons, right, they are getting 4% attack damage and and ability power from each dragon. That means 16% extra attack damage and ability power for each character on the Ramblers team. That is already pretty big.
Amplified also, isn't it?
The extra.
Since they got Soul.
Soul. All Soul does is just make it. It just gives them that damage, that extra damage on their.
Okay.
On any attacking ability.
Damage on top of damage. Okay.
Yes. But the thing I see here is look at their team comp. You have Kayn, which I think does some.
He hasn't been doing much. He's been basically trying to create space for his carries or an opportunity to get like a guaranteed snare from Lux or a bandage by Mumu.
The biggest thing though is that Kaisa, 16% additional attack damage and AP scaling is huge for a Kaisa.
If she touches you, you're like dead. Yeah.
This is like a perfect Kaisa game, and she is doing great. Just really taking advantage of that diving into the backline.
You know, I kept, I'm praising all this Lux a lot because, Silas deserves it, but Crimsy has also been, playing these fights beautifully, knowing when to go in, and the spacing that he's been doing has been massive. How much damage did that? Okay, it didn't do too much. That's still a good chunk.
Yeah, it's gone. Health is gone, and honestly, I guess, what do you think the next play should be for Bradley? I mean, they are definitely on the back pedal. They are at the will of Ramblers here.
I've said this multiple times. It's just Ramblers keep taking the initiative to find, hold on a minute.
Speaking of taking initiative, that's a really good Bardo. Onto the Lux. Good double airborne. There's one giant carry down onto the Veigar. Veigar is dead as well. Amumu only hits one. A good force shot onto that Kayn, putting him down really, really low. Kaisa is putting in damage in the back, but that airborne's Kaisa. Oh my goodness. A good heal, but it's not going to be enough. Kaisa has to get out of there quickly, and she does. That is a 4 for none for Bradley.
This is massive. I think they could just run it down mid right now.
They might be able to.
These death timers are huge. They need to run it down mid right now. They guaranteed getting the inhib. If they want to get really spicy, they can maybe go for game here.
That Bard ult was so clutch. That is what won them that team fight for sure. Yes, the airbornes from Ornn were great, but it didn't start without that Q.
This is what's needed to happen the entire game. Either a good Ornn or a good Bard ult to initiate the fight. I think this is actually game here, unless... Nope, this is game.
That Kai'Sa's dead.
Yep.
And just like that, Bradley says, nah. Oh, nice double kill, but Bradley's like, nah, I want a third game. And you know what? They take it. That Bard ult, so clutch. That won them the team fight. It's what started it. And then the airbornes coming up from that Ornn were huge.
That
Wow.
was
That happened.
that was essentially the Ramblers' game to lose, and Bradley just ended up taking the opportunity, catching out the Lux, and then the Ramblers started going in one by one and dying.
Yeah. So, wow. That was an upset. I mean, let me see. Can I view the gold graphs here? What is it? Stats? Where do I view gold graphs? Can I view it on?
Advanced details, graphs,
I think I have to like view the game.
income, gold earned.
If I go to match, oh, I was spectating it. It's not in my match history. Dang it, I'm an idiot. But
Oh, you left too early.
wait, they invited me though. What a
Yeah.
Chad.
Accept that shit, dude. Oh, they
Yeah.
invited me too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yo, I'm typing that in
they're ready.
chat. What a Chad move in inviting the casters. What'd they say? Oh. Oh my god. Look at that. They gave me the Prodraft link. Did they give you it too?
No, they didn't. Yeah, just send that to me.
Yeah. I got
me.
you. Now, let me also make it so. All right, they're taking care of us here, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. What a chat. All right, let me send you the link. Wow. I'm still shell shocked from that game.
That was insane.
That was a
like
crazy
looking so
game.
doomed for Bradley, and then all of a sudden they get that one key pick on the Lux, who's been carrying them the entire game, and it was over. It just fell apart after that.
That League of Legends is such a game because
Really, it is.
it is a snowball game, but you have to play it. If you get that snowball lead and you're crushing the team, teamwork is still so important. It is crazy. Because that's all it took. Because even late game, right? Unless you're Faker, you're not going to be able to 1v5. Usually. There's always that what if, right? But usually you're not 1v5ing. So if you go in and you try anyway, then you die. And then it's a 4v5. And late game, that means so much. And that's exactly what happened. That Lux was caught out, and it was just over. Wow.
Yeah.
Just seeing that opportunity was so key from that Bard ult. Yeah, I'm speechless. That was very well played at the end. So, wow. They asked in the chat, how's everyone's day going? And I'm going to say, that last game was crazy. I don't think that's considered toxic. Okay, good.
It's
good.
not.
That's
not toxic at all.
Okay. I was like, because they lost technically, but
Yeah.
wow.
I'm a take a walk, Anthony.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hold down the fort for a hot second. Yeah, the game that they say that game was wild, and it was. The back and forth that game was crazy. I don't know what to say. Bradley did a great job pulling back the reins and saying, no, we're going to win this game. And now we are at a game 3, and I can't wait to see what happens. This is going to be insane. I don't know what kind of bans we're going to see. We might actually, if I had to guess, maybe a Kai'Sa ban. Kai'Sa's been performing very, very well in these past 2 games. And they might decide that they don't want to play against her anymore. We'll have to see. It's just been crazy. There's not much more to say besides that. 2 hours of League, and hopefully we start the pro draft really soon. I feel like that draft from Bradley was also a lot better. The first, I didn't really like the first draft. Felt like there wasn't much synergy. In between the teams, or not in between teams, sorry, in between the champions on Bradley's side. But last game, they seemed to all kind of vibe together and do really, really well. And yeah, I just can't stress enough that game was absolutely crazy. The first game was kind of just a kill fiesta, right? So lots of people, lots of people died, whatever. But this game, it was just back and forth. It was, Bradley was securing objectives, taking ahead in that early game, but then the Ramblers started to come back, and they started securing their own dragons at the end. Got like 16% extra damage on their team, along with Dragon Soul, but it just wasn't enough. They were able to just pull out that victory. Bradley was, and that was insane. Whew. Let's talk about. And
Oh,
we're
here,
in,
okay.
he's back. He's
Yeah.
back. But yeah, I'm just kind of talking about how insane these games are because, like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
absolutely bonkers.
That was essentially. I thought Ramblers were gonna win that game, and then they
Just didn't.
just slipped out of their hands,
Yeah,
just barely.
that is probably extremely tilting. Not gonna lie, uh, because honestly, if that Lux didn't get ulted, I think they would have won, especially with that Dragon Soul.
Yeah. So we're in the bans.
Mm-hmm.
Pick ban again. Bradley banning Malzahar plus Vayar, and Loyola going ahead and banning the Shen again. They really don't want ASingleEgirl on that Shen. It seems like they're fine with him on the Ornn. Honestly, from the past two games, I see why they are.
Yeah.
ASingleEgirl hasn't been able to really perform on the Ornn too much. They ban out the Caitlyn again from Truck Chen. And let's see what their third ban is. The
There
Ornn,
is
they
the
actually
Ornn. There you
banned the Ornn
go.
out.
I'm really
So
surprised we didn't see a Kaisa ban.
So here's the thing. I think they realize that Ornn is giving them way too much late game safety, and it's allowing Bradley to actually come back into these games with these upgraded items, and I think they're wanting to take that off the table. So they're going to go ahead and pick the Poppy here, which is a very safe pick. I don't know if it's a good blind pick though. This Poppy can go either way though. It can either go jungle or top. Used to be played support. You could still play it support. So again, this could be flexed anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Poppy is a
Let's see. Yeah.
just very flexible champion. Offers a lot of utility late game and a lot of tankiness, especially with her passive and her W being able to block dashes. I'm assuming now they just don't, yeah,
That's
just don't
Sion.
pick champions with dashes. I guess.
Sion's a very solid pick from the Ramblers. Again,
Yeah.
great engage with that Sion ulti. Pretty solid laner too. I think Sion does okay against Poppy. Not too sure about that, of course,
I'm
but
pretty
I kind of
sure
just assume.
his ult can just go through Poppy's W because he's unstoppable, right?
But the what?
The Poppy's like W, her little like area of effect where you can't dash in. I'm pretty sure he can just walk through it because he's unstoppable when he ults.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. They picked the Kaisa here again,
Mm-hmm.
which is I guess Truck Chan really just doesn't feel like this Kaisa isn't doing much, which I would actually agree with him. I feel like it's more on the support that's been doing more in the laning phase than the actual Kaisa has.
Whoa.
Whoa. I
Whoa, a
think
Vayne. I mean, they
the
did pick Scion, so.
it's essentially Vayne versus Vayne 2.0 here.
Yeah.
What a matchup. It's going to be very interesting. Truck Chan feeling really confident against this Kaisa. I respect it. I think they might pick support here or jungle. Either one. Let's
What are you
see.
thinking?
I think they picked John. They picked the support,
They pick
Lulu.
Lulu. Lulu, Vayne makes sense. Very strong combo.
Yeah. I think they're looking for more again and more carry orient. They pick
Ooh,
Hecarim.
Hecarim into a Vayne. I feel like Vayne's not bad into Hecarim, especially with her condemn and max health true damage.
Yeah, it's more that if the Vayne's good enough, she can just tumble out of the ultimate,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be like nothing ever really happened. They banned the Graves because the Graves is doing a lot of work in that early game from last game, if you remember that. Let's see what Bradley. Oh, they
They
banned the
banned the
Lux. Yeah,
Lux. That is respect. Just
yeah,
respecting how much damage and just all those roots that Lux was able to put out last game. So.
yeah. That Lux was ridiculous last
Mm-hmm.
game, so they're getting rid of that. That's obviously a comfort pick for Silas. It seems, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is the last ban for the Ramblers? The Yone. Okay, fair enough. I guess, Yone is a very good laner and a very strong pick, especially into this composition when you pair it with Lulu.
Mhm.
And once you have like that solid front line with Poppy, so I understand why they would want to get that off the table. They also seem to get so they're targeting the support now, which is fantastic because
Yeah,
this
I agree with that.
I feel like Silas has been carrying the bot lane for most of the time when we watch these games.
Yeah.
So banning the Bard here, I think, is a good ban. We'll see what else Silas has up his sleeves to counter this Lulu, maybe.
Yeah, I have no clue what you play into Lulu. I have not played much
I'm gonna be
support
honest,
into
I
it.
don't know. Oh, and
I
he
guess it's a
picks the
Pike.
Pike.
Wow.
That's actually a
Okay.
really good pick since Pike ult can go through shields.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's an execute.
and you got the execute, which I mean, Lulu kind of counters with a well-placed ultimate, but I think he's more worried about, just ulting through the shields.
Yeah.
Let's see what the response here is from Bradley. They're gonna have to. They pick
Volibear
Volibear
jungle.
in response to the Hecarim. That's a fantastic pick and a nice beefy front line.
Yeah, Volibear is a really well-rounded champion. I feel like he can do a little bit of everything, and
Mhm.
the things that he does well. He's very
They're gonna,
tanky, lots of damage, so I think that's a
yeah,
good pick.
they're gonna blind pick the mid here. I'm thinking Talia
Hmm.
personally. Maybe they pick Victor again. Those are two of Karasi's cover picks. They
Ooh,
pick maybe Oriana, or they locked Oriana in.
wow.
That is a pretty good pick, especially if you put it on top of the Vayne, because the Vayne isn't gonna like die, especially since due to Lulu ult. You could also put it on Poppy or Volibear because they're heavy dive champions. Let's see what the Ramblers respond with, and this is gonna be specifically in the mid lane.
Hmm. I don't
I
know what
have
plays
no
well in
idea
there.
what
Maybe
is
something
his
like a
name.
Silas? Oh, an
An
Ari.
Ari.
Okay. They have a
Very interesting.
lot. They have a lot of assassin burst damage on their team, though.
Yes, this is a
So,
very, very, very high damage composition from Rambler. So we're gonna maybe see a lot of aggression in the early game, especially with this Hecarim, because
mhm.
the Hecarim is very well set with each of these lanes for ganks, right? If you notice, Ramblers they tend to have like this kind of formula where they pick the jungler and they make sure that the lanes are well set for the jungler to gank it with. So, um, yeah, it feels like Bradley has more of team fight compositions that are less centered towards the jungler ganking and more towards trying to get the individual lanes fed.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I also feel like they really like playing for late game too. I mean, picking that Kaisa all 3 games, and now they have a Scion as well.
And most of those champions that Ramblers picked are very solid late game.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think they recognize, but the thing is that I feel like Bradley did win last game, but it was
Mm-hmm.
pretty much based off of like a
It was
major screw up
it
by
was
Ramblers. That
literally
was
Lux
Ramblers'
walking
game to
up.
lose. Yeah.
Yeah,
If that didn't happen, Ramblers would have we wouldn't be talking right now. It would
for
be just
sure.
2-0.
Game, yeah, stream over.
Yeah. But Bradley really needs to learn, not learn, but learn. They really need to learn, and hopefully they figure out that they need to stop throwing their leads early because they're getting these very clean leads early, and it's just getting absolutely demolished because they keep throwing it one misposition, and all of a sudden the ball moves into the Ramblers' court. So they need to start like I feel like they could just win these games way earlier if they just play off of their vision more. Like most of these picks that are happening are due to the fact that they're not respecting the the lack of vision that they have.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and then the Ramblers just end up stealing the game because, like I said, this team is a very snowbally team. I'm not even
Yep.
talking about the champions.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the team itself. Once they start like winning a team fight, they keep winning and winning and winning. So, yeah, It's gonna be very interesting what happens in this game 3 here.
The the team coordination on the Ramblers is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw it last game. Besides that little Lux like slip up at the end, and maybe Kane going in at some times when he really shouldn't have, there was really nothing else when it came to teamwork that was bad.
Hmm.
Um, while on the side of Bradley, there was definitely some times where maybe there was some miscommunication, and that kind of led to some lost fights and, kind of getting set back a little bit.
Yeah. So essentially, Ramblers, I feel like Bradley has a very good, solid team composition again, and Ramblers is a way more skirmishy. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how they end up winning these team fights without like first picking off somebody. But the thing is that most of the games Ramblers have won have been pretty much skirmishes. They're very good at setting them up. So this it seems both these teams are playing to their strengths here, and we'll see what happens as the game starts. Not right now. We have a 3-minute delay,
Oh
but
yeah, streamer mode. But yeah, I actually really like both team comps here. And
mhm.
with what you're saying about picking someone off, they definitely have the ability to do that. Whether it be a good Scion or Hecarim ult, Ari charming someone, Pike queuing someone, and then Kaisa diving in to
Yeah, they
send
have
members.
like what 4 ways to engage,
Mm-hmm.
so that's not the issue. The more of the issue is winning the team fights outright.
Yeah,
A good Oriana ult just ruins them, right?
especially. I
Because
mean,
that allows the Vayne just to do a bunch of damage.
yeah, and
I
look.
will say though, one more
No, you're
thing.
fine. You're fine.
The one major concern I just noticed is that the main damage source here is going to be coming from the Vayne. The Ori is very good mid game, but she falls off a little bit in damage towards late. So they're really going to have to be looking towards the Vayne here to try and win this game. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit concerned because the Truck Chan hasn't been putting on a carry performance as much as something like Vytautus or Karasi has been. So again, if they I feel like Bradley's gonna win the early game, and I feel like it's gonna be up to Karasi for them to actually win this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some shockwaves, especially mid lane, mid game, can really destroy that backline. I mean, Ari, Kaisa, and Pike,
Yeah,
they can avoid the shockwave, but if they get hit by it, that's gonna hurt really, really bad. And that might even set up, say, like a good Volibear ultimate, a good Vayne ultimate, like you said. And
now here's the thing, right? An important thing to mention. Uh, each of those champions you mentioned have a way of escaping the shockwave very easily.
yeah,
Um, so it's like I said, it has to be a very well placed shockwave and a very good one at that. I don't think if they get a 5-man shockwave, I'll be surprised,
it's
honestly.
over. If they do though,
Yeah,
that team fight is over.
yeah.
They have so much follow up.
Because on top of the flashes, these champions have like dashes and speed boosts and stuff like that. And even Hecarim has like an ult to get out. Also, Hecarim's a speed demon. The
Mm-hmm.
only champion I'm really seeing getting hit consistently by the shockwave is the Scion, and the Scion has an ultimate to get out of it too. So actually feel this is gonna be kind of a bad time for Oriana, but again, if she's able to find ways to at least like get two or like one, even one of them, to be honest, one or two of those carries inside the shockwave, they should be able to transition that into a team fight win.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I like I said before, I really like both team comps here. I think they're both really
Yeah.
strong, and it's gonna come down to a team diff kind of game where
Hmm.
I think it's whoever has the better teamwork wins is what's gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah.
you can always win lane and stuff like what you do in League of Legends, but when it comes to team fighting, I think that teamwork is gonna be huge, absolutely huge.
All right. So just to take a oh my god. All right, this is the kill lane for Ramblers here. They got Kaisa and Pike
My league just
both have
crashed.
Hail
Okay.
of Blades. If the Vayne or the Lulu gets hit by that pike hook, it is over. I don't
Yeah.
think they're getting out unless they just immediately flash. But even then, it's really dicey. Um, yeah, we're gonna see what happens in this deciding game for GG League's playoffs here.
Oh, I didn't
Well,
even know that's what this is. That's crazy.
now you know. So
That's crazy, man.
we're gonna see if Bradley's able to. Hold on a second.
Let me make sure I'm up to speed here.
Forces the flash out
Wait, oh
from
yeah,
the
I am.
Ori.
I am behind. Hold up, my thing crashed. Oh yeah, I saw that
Rip.
flash. My
Okay.
my client crashed, or not my client, but I was loading into game and it just crashed on me. But we're good now. So
Yeah.
yeah, Oriana Flash gone is kind of huge.
Yep.
That charm just being able to hit even more now kind of sucks.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. That flash being gone from Orion is absolutely huge for Ari.
mhm.
They try going for something on the red buff, but they realize that they probably don't win that 2v2. They don't have the
Yeah.
damage, so they're gonna take their leave. Ramblers um, successfully defend the red buff, but as I was going on with my monologue to hype the game before Ori got her flash blown,
Mhm.
this is the playoffs for GG Leagues. It is a online tournament. I know we've never mentioned this before, but they are in playoff contention right now. This is going to be the game decided to see if they continue or their playoff run dies here.
We'll have to see.
Uh, yeah, we'll see what
Very.
happens.
Yeah, I'm obviously. I mean, I'm not Bradley side by the way, but I'm hoping that Bradley makes their way into playoffs. That would be very very exciting. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this game plays out. If my if my game doesn't die on me here. Um,
You good?
yeah, we're fine. Just little lag spikes here and there. Nothing too
What time
crazy.
are you at?
I'm at 12, 13 now, or 2:13. Sorry.
Yeah,
15,
around the
16.
same for me.
Okay, good, good, good. Yeah. Small indie company. Ooh, big old chunk from that Silas, or not Silas, that's Scion. Sorry, not what you want to see. Yeah. We can see Ori though in the mid lane doing a good job of playing around her minions to avoid that charms. Some basic League of Legends, but doing really really well, especially since her flash is down.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that the Vayne opted in for exhaust, which is a very interesting choice. Um, that essentially lowers the amount of all-in potential that the Kaisa plus Pike have initially, but um, we'll see how it goes because they both of them have Halo Blade, so it still should be a good chunk of damage. Oh, hold on a second.
Ooh, that's a
All
hook.
right,
Not much comes out
just
of it
gets the
though.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah, Volibear was hovering, so if they went in there, they probably wouldn't have done too well. A gank coming in mid. Hecarim, good job of pushing that Ori. Oh, almost dies himself, though. Not enough damage to finish off that Oriana.
Oh, great trade.
Yeah, very nice poke coming up from that. From that Vayne getting off that, what, Silver Bolts? Silver Bolts passive?
Yes, Silver Bolt's passive. There you go.
Ah, look at us,
Oh.
naming abilities. Forcing out Flash. He can actually follow a little bit. I bet she used Charm. Oh, Ari almost finishing the job. Ari did not do enough there. If that was Comet, she would be dead.
True.
Yeah. Scion's actually kind of smashing lane here. That Q making it a little bit more even, but still not enough. We actually might see a 2v2 here.
Oh, I don't think this is a very good 2v2.
I don't think so either. That's actually a really good block. Poppy blocking that with her W. I don't think they take this, though.
Ooh.
Oh, Volibear flashing out so close from that Scion Q.
Very proactive early game, like we've seen in the past two games from Bradley here. It's wild. They're really trying to get that early game lead like they have been for the past two games. If we take a look at the lanes here a little bit. Hold on a second. Is this a kill? It is not. He gets out.
Ooh, W's out just in time. It's that little bit of speed boost.
So just looking at the lanes, I know it's only 5 minutes in, but we'll take a look at them.
Yeah.
Slay CS advantage for the Vayne, which is great. There was a CS advantage for the Ori. but it is now pretty much gone.
Yeah, it's even.
Massive, kind of massive CS advantage from the Scion. Kind of expected because I do think Scion is favored in this matchup.
I think so too.
Yeah, so um, this is par for the course of what's supposed to happen. But gets the charm.
That's a lot of damage. Good trade with the Q though, and a few auto attacks onto that Ari, making that a little bit more of an even trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, we might actually see a Volibear gank coming in here. He's queuing in. Charm is gone. She has no flash. She's dead, and Volibear gets first blood there.
Wait.
A fight actually going in bot lane. Failed gank once again. Heal and flash coming out from different... From Kai'Sa and from Bike there. That's kind of massive.
Yeah,
Yet
that
again,
is massive.
Another failed gank from Hecarim just means more wasted time. Which, you know... Not only does that allow Volibear to get killed top, but now he's even in CS, even surpassing Coco.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's looking pretty solid for Bradley right now. Obviously, nothing game-winning. It's 6 minutes, but really, really good start.
Hold on a second. Is the Scion going to try to go for something here? Yes,
he is.
He's going to miss it, though. Oh, great wall smash by Poppy.
Good
Seeing
TP.
a TP here. This is actually a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, she can just flash out just to be safe and give it to the carry. Nice slow on that Scion passive, making it so that there's no way he can kill anyone. A little bit of damage going out into that Ori, but fantastic TP. Bradley is playing out of their minds so far, and if they keep it up, this game will be a dub.
Mm-hmm. Again, accessing in the early game, just got to make sure when they're transitioning this lead that it doesn't, get lost in the mid game.
And you can actually see Volibear here is starting on Dragon, which is a very, very good play. With Orianna having the lead she does. Oh, a hook coming in on that Vayne, but she gets out just fine, especially with that Kai'Sa W getting blocked.
Charm.
Good charm, lots of damage. Not enough mana, though, to finish her off. And that's a Dragon for Bradley, which is very nice.
Gets the Cloud Dragon, which is really nice on Orianna early.
Honestly, it's...
Also for Vayne and Lulu, too, yeah.
Yeah, it's also just better... Oh, I think she gets out here? Nice slow on that Q. Scion's looking for his own, though. Not enough!
Oh my god.
And he flashes under. I think he... Does he die? He doesn't die.
It doesn't.
He doesn't die.
Wow.
Really well played by that Scion there.
That's actually really, really bad for Poppy. That's going to set her more back. She was doing fine being on, the disadvantageous side of the trades because she was still getting, golden XP, but now she's going to fall far behind. Hold on a minute.
Look at that damage. That's that is 2 abilities. Nice shockwave doing another third of her health. Honestly, it doesn't secure the kill, but that's a lot of pressure off of Ori now. Volley's actually... Is he looking? He's looking. He's level 6. He can tower dive. I think they're going to try and push... There he goes. Ari is still flashless here. No mana.
She just wasted all her mana,
She's just dead. Oh.
Wait. Hello?
He tried to give it. He tried to give it, yeah. It's all good, all good. This, honestly, Volibear is kind of playing out of his mind right now. Very
good
well played.
Positioning and pathing by Volibear to get these ganks off. I guess Ari didn't have enough mana for the charm, or she realized that...
Look at
Hold
this.
on a second. I mean, go for it,
All he can do is watch.
Now.
Now they're going to try and do something.
Wait.
Oh,
wait, that's massive.
Good roam by that Scion there.
And it goes to Scion. I don't know if the Scion should have gotten it. I think Hecarim should have gotten it to try and stabilize.
I think it was just kind of a kill secure kind of thing.
I guess, but still, I still would have tried to give it to Hecarim here. It does further, inflate the lead for Scion, which is completely fine because getting Scion out of lane early creates more opportunities for his roams. So not a bad thing that Scion got, but I would have preferred it on the Hecarim since Hecarim does way more damage than Scion does.
Yeah, we actually see a fight, a little bit of skirmish breaking out, a little bit of trading going on. And now that minions are here, Poppy might be able to take this. Hecarim is around the corner though, so maybe she shouldn't. Volibear is also kind of around the top side, but I don't think that they should take this. Hecarim's backing, luckily. If they can find out this Hecarim's backing, it might be a good idea to take Rift, but looks like they're just going to opt for farming. Ooh, a nice hook, but
Whoa.
not gonna get anything
Okay.
out of it. Was that a laugh? Was that a taunt from our
Emoting.
Lulu?
Yeah.
It may have been. Wow. Imagine. But yeah.
Gotta get into the opponent's head. This is game. This is game final. It's the
I
final game.
guess.
This is the deciding game.
That's gonna be a
Gotta
charm.
use whatever advantage you get. Misses the charm. That's a great trade
Get in
from Ori.
secured.
Not Ari. From Ori.
Yeah, so the problem is now for Bradley is that Ari has a flash and she has ult. So walking her down with volley is gonna be very, very hard.
Yes, but overall she's still pretty much down in items. So even if she does go for an all-in, I don't think she'll be able to out-damage the Ori outright.
We actually see a rift coming in. Hecarim is taking his wolves. I don't even think that he thinks that volley is taking rift this early. But you can. Ooh, oh, a condemn. Wait. He's just gonna heal it back up. Is he looking? This would be a really good hook. Yup. Hits the Lulu. I don't think it matters. Vayne starts ulting. Kai'Sa ults onto that Lulu. Lulu just kind of dances around.
Kai'Sa's
Lulu
dead.
ults herself. There's one kill. It looks like there's gonna be another. A flash away from Pyke. Might not be enough to save him. Only he W's out. It is fine. Wow.
Complete blunder by Loyola here. The Ramblers.
Honestly,
So what happened there was Kai'Sa flashed in, trying to get the isolated Q damage because that would have actually kind of changed the tide of the fight. But the thing is, the minions were around the Vayne, and so she was like, "Dang it, I can't really do this without also splitting damage on the minions." So that was actually a really bad flash by the Kai'Sa, and it's massive for the Bradley bot lane. You do not want this Vayne. If you're the Ramblers, you do not want this Vayne getting ahead, and so far this Vayne is getting now massively ahead in CS.
About 20 CS over, and kill for Lulu. Fortunately, it's not on Vayne. We actually see possibly a kill here. Volibear's going insane, doing lots of damage. A very good ult, 212 damage to that Pyke, and he's gone. He's swimming with the fishes now, and that very good catch. That could actually turn into a dragon, and I think it is. Yep. So much damage that Vayne can do to objectives, and same with Volley with his W. Ori even walks down just to make sure, but Ori back. They're giving this, and that is 2 dragons going down to the side of Bradley. And let's see what the soul is. Looks like it's another Infernal Soul. Fantastic with Bradley's comp, especially with that Vayne and that Orianna.
Again, it's the same story every single game. Massive early game by Bradley. They are absolutely smashing it right now. Let's see if they can keep going with it.
Ooh, a little bit of damage on the top side.
Yeah.
If she plays this correctly, she might actually be able to win. Those grass procs coming into play, doing max health, or healing her for max health, and healing it too. There's actually a fight going down bot lane. A very good shield coming in from that Lulu, preventing a lot of damage. Awesome ultimate there, knocking up both laners, and Volibear here just to help secure the kill. Again, Lulu gets another kill. This Scion is...
Oh, wait!
Oh my goodness. And Ari's here too. A teleport coming in from that Orianna. This actually is not looking bad for Poppy. Charm missed. Ori might be looking for that Scion kill. Look at that damage. Almost a one-shotting that Ari. There's no way they don't look for more. Rift is dropped.
Bradley has had enough.
This is a lane kingdom. Oh my goodness, causing both the mid laner and top laner to recall. You hate to see it. Bot lane tower is very low. Pyke's coming in, trying to stun, maybe? Yeah, interesting stun. Gets polymorphed, can't do much, and honestly, that's reportable. That was really, really rough. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
A little bit. I think he DC'd. We'll take that up to DC.
Yeah, that was really, really rough. Obviously, he was trying to stun someone for an E, hit a Q, and knock it back over to his ADC, but they were just too far away. I think that was kind of a desperation play, and Hecarim might be looking for a gank, but Ori knows, and she's walking back. So,
yeah, this is getting pretty dicey for Ramblers again.
Yeah.
But once again, once Ramblers starts getting their items, this becomes a little less scary for them, and they can actually contest. But as of right now, they might have to give up third dragon again.
They might have to give up a kill on Hecarim. Nope. Looks like they're not going to chase. That may have been winnable, but it would have been a 3v3. Honestly, oh goodness, we actually see a gank coming in. Good W. That was fantastic. I think she might still. There's so much happening.
Oh.
So yeah, that's a free kill. Whoa! Volibear coming in to save the day. That's 1, and it's about to be 2 because I don't think Sion has the damage.
Pike's roaming up top. Watch
he
this.
is. Ari's on her way too. It might not be in time. This could be close. He's gone. Sent back to Ohio goes the Pike, and it looks like Poppy's gonna get caught out. That sucks for Bradley, and Volibear just needs to run.
Oh.
That ult looked good, but
a second, I'm now behind.
You're good. It looks like the Ramblers just kind of came up and helped clean up. Volibear's looking for more though. Pike is recalling. He should not be recalling. He should be helping his. Okay, Sion walks out. I was gonna say, probably be helping your Sion there. Yeah. So honestly, that's a 1-for-1, isn't it? Pretty sure 1-for-1. So
I couldn't tell because I lagged in the middle of that. But yeah, if it's a 1-for-1, it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
That was massive for. Was that? That was pretty even for the Ramblers, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would say it's about even. It was a kill for kill.
Oh wait, but Ori ended up dying mid, so that's still.
Oh, she did die.
Rambler-sided.
No, I thought she got a kill.
No, Ori died mid.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, that does kind of. Oh, that's right, because Ori got the kill. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. 2 good pickups. Not enough to really turn the tides. Still about a 3K lead. Yep, there it is. 3K lead for Bradley. But it's something. It kind of. I think the kills went on Sion and Ari. Ari kill is pretty nice, but Sion doesn't really do too much, and you can see a little bit of fighting going on here in the top lane. No one's doing damage. Yeah, that must be really, really fun. Imagine being a top lane player. Yikes.
It's just the tanks, man. It's how it always goes.
it's how it be.
Yeah.
I might actually be looking up to set up Rift here. Hecarim is going to start roaming. That's a good cue, stunning and airborning that Poppy, but nah, Hecarim's like, I'm just going to take an objective, and that's probably the better play. Actually missing, still continuing a fight. Lots of abilities are being thrown out. Poppy actually might be able to win this. Maybe, I don't know what's happening anymore.
I mean, she better be careful because Hecarim could just come up at any moment.
I think Hecarim's kind of in the mindset of trading. I think Poppy loses this.
She does.
Nope, he's gone. Goodbye.
Wait, oh.
And Hecarim's walking down.
Not taking the opportunity.
It is too late. Dragon will fall by the time they can do anything. I think if Ari walks in, she kind of just dies, and never mind. Here we go. That is a good ult though from the Lulu. That Ari is so low, but she's out of the fight. And fantastic polymorph on that Hecarim. He was able to run around, but that was about it. And that's a double. That is a flash ultimate from that Pike. Not bad, not bad, but he's gonna die for it. That was not worth. No way. Even if he got a 450 gold shutdown and 300 gold onto another carry, but that just gave Vayne another 300 gold, and now he has no flash. I don't think that was worth it.
I think you're correct.
Yeah,
I think he should have just saved it for something else. But honestly, they shouldn't have been. Rambler should not have been taking that fight in the first place. I mean, like, you lose that, right?
Yeah,
like there's no way you win this fight. They should have just let go of the dragon and do what they have done, winning the other games, which was after the third Drake. Once you start getting your items, start looking for picks, and we're probably gonna see it again. But taking that fight just made no sense.
Yeah, they actually got so lucky too with that Ari just barely surviving. That shouldn't have happened. But that's the fight could have been way worse. And oh, is that another wet noodle fight top lane? I think it is. Oh boy.
Hecarim's still topside. This is easily dead Poppy if he comes, but he's just doing Krugs right now.
He is doing Krugs.
God bless.
Respect for the Poppy player, letting the 2 tanks 1v1 as they should.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
What is he doing? Volibear's here. Is he gonna steal the buff? Imagine farming, and then Volibear's just like, nah, this is mine. He got it. He got the smite.
Hecarim's just getting straight up out jungled this game. I don't know if he's not paying attention to the map or whatever.
I have no clue.
he could have easily gotten a kill onto Poppy rather than just sitting there and doing his Krugs. I don't know what's going on with the top
Honestly,
communication.
you want me to be 100% honest? I think they're tired. It is 10:40 p.m. Central Time, and
I mean, still, man. Like, come
that
on.
should not be happening.
Yeah. And Poppy now gonna get this tower. Oh, well, I mean, she already lost it, so. But yeah, she's gonna probably get this tower soon.
Yeah, a lot of pushing top. Pyke might be looking for something with his E. Nope, just clearing a ward, and yeah, it just kind of looks. Vayne's going. Whoa. They had a Kai'Sa, right?
Major mispositioning by Kai'Sa. Oh, and Pyke might pay for it too.
Poppy's doing some damage. Half health, though. Oh, very, very close. Respect for that play, but they do get the tower out of it. That would be a dead horse if that shockwave went off. Wow, the damage from Bradley is huge. That Vayne ult did wonders. No way. No way! I would question mark ping this man if I could. He's going ham. It looks like it might be even another kill. He's just tanking turret, and he has to flash ult out. Pyke is here. Pyke is gone. Okay, good. That is the good play. You do not want to walk in on that.
This is looking really bad for the Ramblers.
It is. Pyke might hit a hook. He hits a cannon.
But I've said this before.
You
but
have.
I mean, this lead is actually kind of ridiculous. We saw the same thing last game, but I'm just saying, man.
Look at that
Vayne
damage.
kind of feeling herself here. Holy moly.
She does have that Rage Blade. That's probably where most of that damage is coming out. Being able to proc that
it is.
passive again, yeah.
Absolutely. She's stacking her Rage Blade passive on the wave and then going in for these short trades that are half healthing the Kai'Sa. Poppy might be in trouble here, though.
Walks into the thing. Oh, there goes Pyke. She just walks away. That Poppy hammer, that ultimate, being able to do so much, just saying, "Nah, I don't feel like fighting you," and then just hits him away.
Now,
great for disengaging.
Hold on a second. Whoa.
That's through a heal too.
Oh, gets hit by the charm though. All right.
Good TP coming down from the Ori. No, it's not Ori. It's Poppy. Getting her back into that fight at full health. Pyke does have a flank here, but honestly, I don't think it's enough. They're starting to ping the Pyke. He's got to run.
I would just set up for Dragon here.
Good amount of
100%.
damage coming out on that
I would not
Pyke.
try chasing anybody in the jungle at the moment. Just set up for your Infernal. So hold on, they might
Poppy's
be trying
going
to fight
in.
here.
Yeah, they might just look. Pyke's just dead.
Yup.
Yeah, really is just a fish just floundering.
Oh my god.
All right, and that's two.
She gave up.
Can you blame him?
I mean,
This Vayne is so
come
far
on,
ahead.
man.
5-1 jungler, 7-0 ADC, 30 CS up in the mid lane.
And
This is a
Infernal
free
Soul
dragon.
now.
And Infernal on a.
Hold on.
Infernal
Hecarim looks
on
like
a-
he's looking for it.
He's going.
Oh, Horsey's going. Oh, this is over. This is over.
I think that was a tilt play.
No, that was just a desperate play.
Desperation, yeah.
Now a Vayne with the Gwynso's Blade of the Ruin King and Infernal Soul. I don't see how Loyola comes back at all. It will have to take
That's
a massive.
Let's just appreciate this Baron just disappearing from two players.
This.
I don't even know if the Baron call
It's
is.
not even a 50-50. No, the Baron call is fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 50-50 for a moment.
You know. I know. He's back.
Oh, he has to ult back in.
Pyke did try to steal that, but he has to lose ult and flash for it.
Meanwhile-
Poppy's just tanking damage. Was that 3 shots? That was 3
Yep.
autos, yeah.
Bradley looking to just end it right now, honestly.
They really could.
Yeah.
You can just see that Vayne
nice.
just pouring damage into that Scion. Lulu taking the kill again, but it just doesn't matter. That tower is gonna fall. The inhib tower is gonna be next. They can't do anything about this. They still have 30 seconds left on two of their teammates. Ramblers do. This is crazy. This has been an absolute stomp, and I think the game's about to end here.
Yeah, the game is about to end here. It looks like they have a massive wave, and it's even canon. They could just knock on the door of the Nexus here if they want. They're gonna actually play it safe though,
Okay,
and
respectable.
probably take a reset.
Let's just see this Vayne's inventory. Yeah, that is a Phantom Dancer full buy and QSS. Wow.
What is the Serrated Dirk fork for Kaisa?
I didn't even
what?
know she built lethality.
I don't know what's going on. Very interesting itemization by Kaisa.
Lethality, is that Nashers? Or not Stinger?
That is
That's Stinger. What does Stinger build into?
Stinger built Nashor's tooth. She's trying to go AP, I think. Hold up a moment. Okay, yep.
That hurt.
Okay, hurt. He's actually griefing. I'm sorry. That is not the play there.
That hurt to watch.
A little bit.
Oh,
Vayne's had enough.
Vayne wants out.
All 3 members of Ramblers just walked away from the Vayne.
What are you supposed to do?
This is doomed for the Ramblers.
My goodness. Let's just watch this fight. I'm just gonna hold down the good old 4 button, and we're just gonna follow Vayne. Volibear ults in, double shockwave. Hecarim has to run away. There's 1. Falls onto the tank. Kaisa taking lots of damage. That's 2. Pushing away that Scion passive, and she's looking for more.
Wait.
She's out. She's fine. Okay. She is fine. Nice double for that Vayne. Gets pulled in from the pike hook. Does not matter. The bear is going for it, but it's just not enough. Well, you can just see this Vayne just crunching health bars like they're a candy bar. Woo! Honestly, this is ridiculous.
This is it. Bradley continues their playoff run in GG League's playoffs. Congratulations to them.
Wow.
Good try by the Ramblers. It was very admirable for the first 2 games, but they ended up just getting stomped after
that. I'm not gonna say that's toxic, but just good try.
What else am I supposed to say?
I don't know. All right. What are you thinking about damage graphs? I'm gonna click on it. How much do you think?
I'm guessing 30,000 for Vayne. Yep.
Were you right?
Yeah.
Whoa. So that was a fun last game, and that's the end. So what? They're off to playoffs now, correct?
Yes, they are now advancing further into playoffs. I don't know if it's semis. It might be.
I have no clue.
It might be semis. I think it is semis. Yeah, I think they advanced to semis for GG League's playoffs. So congratulations to the Scuffed gaming crew for pulling it off again. That was a great admirable game by the Loyola Ramblers for the first 2 games, but it seemed like Bradley fixed up their early game issues and just completely stomped it
for sure
afterwards.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to bed because I'm tired. So, yeah, I mean, we can just do a quick analysis real quick. Bradley just stomped. I don't know what else there is to say.
For that 3rd game, yeah, it was just
for the 3rd game.
It all started with like Vytautus being able to just get those early ganks off in the mid, top, and even I don't know if he ganked bot too much.
He didn't.
Yeah, he did gank bot. Yeah.
Did he? He ganked it once or twice.
Yeah.
He was playing.
He was able to get
a
bunch of his lanes ahead, especially in mid. And at that point, Bradley's lanes were able to just, take that lead and get more ahead with it, and the game just ended from there.
You really ate your words when you said, "Yeah, our ADC can't really carry."
That was like a different player to be. I don't know what was going on. He had enough. I think he heard me talking shit. It was like, nope,
probably
not today.
Yeah. All right.
Great job to the Scuffed gaming crew.
Very, very, very happy for them. The first game did look a little rough, but then they definitely brought it back. Kind of off of a miracle, honestly. I still can't get over that 2nd game. That was a banger. So, all right. I think that's all for us, unless you have anything else you want to add.
No, I don't.
All right. So, for everyone who came out to watch, thank you. Bradley and the good old Ramblers, you guys did. The games were fantastic. Absolutely action-packed. Very, very. The last game was kind of a stomp, but
Yeah.
very, very close games all around. If a few things changed third game, it would have been a different story. Like literally, it's the difference in between a 1 or 2 early game kills, in my opinion, and it would have been
Right.
different.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, thanks everyone for coming out, and see you next stream.
Yep. See you guys.